Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, young and old, come one, come all. Tonight, we are going to witness the most anticipated podcast in the history of podcasting. For the people in attendance and the millions listening around the world, this is the moment you have all been waiting for. It's the Off Track FMX Podcast. We are live. Introducing first, broadcasting out of the red corner, hailing from Seattle, Washington, standing 6 feet 3 inches tall, with what's described as a PBR dad bod. It's Jeff Shanae, also known as SMP Jeff, also known as Sister, also known as The Sister, also known as Sister. Next up, coming out of the blue corner, he hails from Renton, Washington, standing 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighing in at 200 pounds. He's the number 153 on the track and number 1 in your hearts. It's none other than Greg Crater, known around the world as See Ya Later Crater, and sometimes known as the Gregosaurus. If you want to get a hold of us, go to our website at www.offtrackfmxpodcast.com or send us an email at offtrackfmxpodcast@gmail.com. Find us on all the usual social media spots at Off Track FMX Podcast. And now, this is truly the moment you have all been waiting for. It's time! Strap in and get ready for 2 hours of podcasting gold!
Welcome to another Monday night Off Track FMX podcast with your host Jeff Shanae and Greg Crater. Greg, how you doing tonight?
Doing well.
Nice. We've been banging these out. It's good to get in contact with some of these guys and get some shows.
Feels consistent.
Get some shows going. Yeah, for sure. So, a couple quick things I wanted to go over first. Obviously, the first elephant in the room. This time it's not Johnny. I look good. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean,
I don't know.
As good as you've ever looked, I would say.
I mean, you should expect nothing less. I don't know what I have going on right now. So I have a patch test set up where they're gonna like stab me in the back of whatever and try to...
The allergy test.
Yeah, if I'm allergic to something. Talk to them today. Apparently they only do it in Tacoma and Olympia, so that's convenient.
That's very odd.
Yeah.
Seems like they could do it in more places than that.
Yeah. I'm like, nothing north, like no Linwood, Everett, like Bellevue, nothing. Yeah.
Seattle.
So yeah, hoping to clear this up, but dude, I just feel and look terrible. It's a good time in my life, so... Anyways.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better...
Yeah.
I've kind of always thought that about you.
Yeah, it's just norm. Just expect it. How about this guy?
Oregon.
What do we see? Welcome to Oregon.
0.77.
Yeah.
That...
Oregon DUI arrest. Man clocked 0.77 BAC, highest ever. He beat out a fellow Oregonian for 28-year-old guy. 0.77 is reportedly the highest ever BAC, dude, surpassing a previous record of 0.72 set in 2007 by a woman, also from Oregon. Oregon's got some fucking alcoholics.
That is mind-blowingly high.
Yeah, it's like 9 times the legal limit, they said. Yeah, I know. Yeah. No, I think they said it was 9 times the legal limit.
Well, let's do some math. What's 8
No, I don't
times 9?
Stop, I don't want to do that.
8 times 9 is 72.
Oh, boy.
So
That's a lot.
It's definitely over. The old one was 9 times.
That is a lot. Oh my God! Did you hear this story of the day? So fucking Lady Gaga. Apparently,
I did see this. I heard this. Yeah,
dude, crazy. So apparently, she's out of the country doing something or whatever. But she has a guy that has been with her for years and years. Walks her dog. She has 3 dogs. So he's walking the dogs this morning.
French bulldogs.
Yeah. 3 Frenchies. Some fucking gangsters pull up. 2 dudes hop out of the back of the car with guns and like give it up. And dude kind of put up a fight, and they popped him 4 times. It sounds like he's gonna live, but he got hit with.
I thought he was a dead man for sure. Not that. That's what I was hoping for.
4 hot leads to the chest. You would.
That's insane.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, that's probably. I don't know. What do you think's more survivable? 0.77 BAC or 4 bullets in the chest?
Ah, dude, that's a tough question. Like for real.
Let's just ask this question. Which one would you rather wake up
drunk,
from in the hospital?
Drunk, 100%. Not even. Yeah. Not even a question. I've been drunk and hungover, and I mean, I don't think I've been 0.77, but I mean,
bullets in the chest.
Yeah, no thanks.
But which would you rather be able to tell the story about? Which would you rather be able to say, I survived this? The highest legal, like literally the highest it's ever been checked.
Little known fact, I'm always the one trying to do the shooting, not be the one getting shot. I mean,
but telling the story, that's all I'm saying.
Truth be told, allegedly.
But, tell your grandkids.
Yeah.
One time I survived, which would you rather say?
I mean, yeah, man. I guess 4 shots to the chest.
I'm just saying, I'd way rather say I survived that, I guess.
50 Cent has a good, I think he was shot like 9 times. I don't know about all of the chest, but yeah.
I mean, how many times you got to get shot to get like a whole $1, you think? Not end up just being 50.
How about this? How about this one? Dude, all right, hang on. You guys obviously won't be able to see this, but oh man.
A woman walking in the middle of the street.
This incredible tip is just
this
for
is
you.
an ad. Turn that shit down.
Stupid ads. Sorry, skip ad. Here we go.
She got launched into the air when a car hit her, but miraculously walked away. Oh, it's one of these doing burnouts to the street fair.
Dude.
Oh!
It's like hitting an elk.
Oh, yeah, that wasn't.
Oh, shit.
That was not a.
Oh, shit.
Nobody's picked her up in a long time.
Homegirl gets up on her own and walks it off.
0.77 BAC.
Dude. I mean, she dusts herself off. I mean, that's
He really put his passenger door on her. That wasn't the trunk or she was just standing in a terrible spot. She walked right into that. She walked into that like the medic in Orlando 2 walked into goddamn what's his name? McAdoo.
Speaking of, I want you later. I won't do it now, but I'm going to pull up the last 5 minutes of that. You guys need to look up the. I think it's on Swap Moto Live or something. The troll, or maybe it's on Vital. I don't know. Troll train vlog from Orlando 2. The last 5 minutes are great because
after he's concussed.
Yeah, after he's concussed, they're like, "Do you know who ran you over tonight or whatever?" And he's like, "I suspect McAdoo." like
they obviously had some beef.
It's just rant he's so concussed, it's funny, I don't know why or where he thought
McAdoo.
Some shit, I'm like, that's hilarious. He wasn't even around, I don't think he was a part of that at all. He was too busy.
He ran him over when he was laying on the ground. That's when he hit the medic. He ran him over.
Oh, see, I haven't
put that together at all.
No, I watched it once in real time. I told you the other day. Oh, speaking of, that's another thing I want to talk about real quick. Congratulations, fucking Crater. Double, I don't know, what do they call it? Fucking owning 2 homes. Congratulations. Yeah.
I'm an investor now. Now I have an investment property.
Your off-track FMX money's going a lot further than mine these days, apparently.
I paid off. I married a school teacher. Who knew they make so much money?
Exactly. Yeah, no, congratulations. It was fun coming over the other day. Actually, did a little work, put some manual labor hours in,
I was impressed.
You'll get a bill, trust me. I mean,
my mother, actually, I was talking to my mom the other day, and she says, I meant to ask you, how did Jeff do helping you at the house the other day? and I said, you know what? I was really surprised. He did he was good.
Stop it.
He was slinging carpet over his shoulder.
I was breathing heavy.
Yeah, a couple times. I heard it. But
oh yeah, another thing.
No, I was surprised. I was impressed. Thank you. I appreciate the help.
Yeah, no, we're doing it tomorrow. It sounds like too.
A little. It won't be as physical tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, I'm forcing you to do some physical stuff tomorrow morning.
That sounds terrible. I'm not really sure what we're talking about right now.
Tat tomorrow. Another thing I just remembered. My memory's working good tonight. I wanted to address. I don't have a clip.
The brain's firing on all 8.
Oh yeah, we got. It's gonna be a good night. Crater may or may not have ate an edible.
No,
allegedly. I don't know.
It's alleged. I don't know what you're talking. I did. I had some.
Wife. Okay, the wife dropped him off.
The nachos there. I would call it nachos, I guess.
So I'm gonna say, I mean, for all you people out there judging old Jeffrey, it happens to the best. I showed Crater a clip the other day of they've got that dirt car race moto fight club with
this was good
with McGrath and Brian Deegan and Chad Reed and then a guy named Ryan Dungy. And as soon as he did that, I'm like, dude, I feel that guy's pain. Like I've botched the last name or two. I get the
never.
Guys. Yeah. It happens.
Stop it.
But other people out there do it too. And that guy looked like a somewhat professional. He was in a suit and tie and shit.
He was getting paid more than you.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a way better excuse to fuck up than he does.
For sure. So, anyways, just wanted to go over those things real quick. Let's get into the show. All right, so Crater, today's guest is Travis Cady. Travis, how's it going?
Great, man. How are you guys?
Oh, not too terrible. It's just another podcast night. We like doing these. They're pretty fun for us. And yeah, it sounds like you got an interesting story, so we're pumped to get into it.
Just your typical freestyle guy, I guess. Broke, couple relationships deep, medical debt. Trying to avoid a real job, I guess.
Could be a privateer motocross racer.
Yeah, pretty much.
Same thing. All right.
that was the route this guy went.
Huge mistake.
Yeah,
don't recommend it.
He beat his head against the wall for.
I'd have rather been a freestyle guy now.
12 years or so.
Everybody knows if you don't make it in Supercross, you can make it in freestyle. If you don't make it in freestyle,
okay, that's might not be true.
That's debatable.
Yeah, because this guy tried Supercross and then freestyle, and I mean he's probably done a handful of shows, 5 to 10, whatever. And
if we're being realistic about it,
there's been some not good experiences.
I didn't necessarily pursue it. It pursued me.
Yeah. No, 100%.
I didn't.
But
yeah.
I think the people that were friends with you that were helping you, like, they were like, this guy's a fucking professional. He should be able to hit ramps and do a trick or two.
I can hit a ramp.
There's a few bikes that beg to differ.
I might hit the wrong side of one ramp. I might do some things differently, but
yeah, you can at least take off from point A and then end up somewhere on the other side of point A.
A not quite A++, but not a B.
His back every morning begs to differ.
Yeah, no, I hit the ramp. It just didn't go well.
That was such a different era too, though.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it was a year ago the last time I rode metal to metal.
Yeah,
exactly. Probably about a year ago.
Yeah.
What's the norm now? What do you ride now?
What's that?
What's the normal now? What do you ride now?
Pretty much everybody's got an airbag.
Yeah.
That's the new.
Yeah.
See, and I would have loved that. It would have been a whole different life after that.
Honda would have been a lot happier.
It makes you lazy. I feel like it makes you really lazy.
I believe that.
Yeah. You would think that you would. I don't know. From my point of view, it just kind of makes you lazy. It made me lazy, anyways. But maybe that's because I'm getting old. I don't know.
Yeah,
it might make you regret that the next time you go to dirt with something.
Yeah,
you've been just lazily not getting whatever it is, and
it's just like these kids when they have to go back to school. It's going to be interesting.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Where are you at right now?
Bozeman, Montana.
Oh, okay. All right. You guys probably have kids in school there.
Yeah. Oh,
Montana. They're probably going to school.
You guys are probably living normal. We're in Seattle here, and it's another world.
It is. It's Chaz.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We talked about that.
Yeah.
I told him, I'm like, if you need my government name.
So did you ever, the dude that ran Chaz, the guy that took over and created whatever, right?
Yeah, you're talking to him. I'm right here.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
So it was the rapper guy, right?
I do
that apparently I think had been a pimp earlier in life. And
I mean, hey.
Yeah, sure. He had a little bit darker complexion than you. But the city of Seattle gave him a job, I heard, like right after, kind of at the end of the Chaz thing.
Right after his fuckery?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like instead of you're under arrest, you were handing automatic weapons out of the trunk of a car to people that were 16 years old. You're under arrest. Instead of that, the city of Seattle offered him a job or gave him a job, and he was on salary for $150,000 a year, I heard.
Oh my God.
That makes sense.
And then this is what's even better. He fucked it up in the first 2 weeks and got fired. They had to fire, and they created a job for this guy. He couldn't keep it.
Oh man,
it's amazing.
I mean, sounds about right. Sounds about right. Welcome to
He might
Seattle.
have just quit coming in after he got his first paycheck.
Yeah.
I've seen that happen.
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
True story.
All right. Enough about Seattle.
What's it like there? Like, are you guys? Can you dine in restaurants?
Yeah. No, you can eat in a restaurant. It's like 25% capacity or 50% capacity.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you got to wear a mask everywhere you go, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah. We just
Or
got
you're
our
supposed to.
Yeah.
I live in a really liberal area of Montana.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's a university here, so
that's
That's it. There's a school. Yep.
Huh?
Missoula and
Bozeman.
are they both have schools. They're just super liberal there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Like every other college in the country.
Yeah. Exactly. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When's the last time you guys rode? When's the last time you rode ramps?
1998, 9.
I'm trying to think what year I went to. I'm gonna guess like 2010 or 11. Probably wasn't the last time I
10
rode a
years
ramp.
ago?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
We're old. So yeah, let's.
We're old.
Well, I want to find, how old are you? When were you born? How did you fall in love with motorcycle? When did you get a bike? Like, what happened?
So I'm 32. Grew up in southeastern Montana on a reservation, actually.
Okay.
So, I had a lot of freedom there, dude. It was like kind of, to describe it, it'd be like, I don't know, maybe like Cuba. Everything.
Right. Anything like Haiti? I've been there. I could tell you.
Yeah,
Our last guest was from Mexico City. He had some interesting tales.
Yeah, different kind of freedom there.
Yeah.
Similar to that. Like, I didn't really have like officers to tell me I can't ride in the ditch or after dark or anything like that. My dad had an excavation business that he started when I was a child, and I like really grew into, grew as I grew with motorcycles. So I was able to use the equipment from that, and
Awesome.
we have some land, thankfully. Like, I grew up pretty privileged for considering where I grew up at. I had access to equipment, land. Like, being on the res, there was nobody there to be like, you need a permit for that. So
Right.
Dude, that sounds like a dream. Like,
Right.
It is.
access to fucking equipment and land and nobody questioning what you're doing. Like,
you don't even need equipment and land. If you could find a place that you could just do whatever the fuck you want,
yeah,
you'd figure out a way to make a big jump.
yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. It's funny. I was looking back at some of the photos that I took, and I had this like really old school Ford Ranger that was going to be like my first truck when I was younger in middle school, and I built this double. And my dad would get so pissed the minute my parents would leave, I'd go out and like hop in a piece of equipment and be out there working, in the dark and like burning up diesel. And the next morning,
The tanks are empty.
oh, there's somebody stealing diesel.
Somebody's siphoning our diesel.
In the backyard.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's fun, just doing stuff like that. I started building like actual jumps probably when I was 8. Didn't know what I was doing. I mean, I always had like a giant, like old
Right.
set Evo style stuff, giant takeoff, like teeny little landing, kind of like theme parks. Just peak to peak. Dude, there's so many times when my parents weren't home and they didn't want me riding, I'd go out and just wad it up. I mean, hard and like be scared to smell, because that's exactly the scenario that they didn't want.
Did you say how old you were when you got your first bike and what it was?
Let's see. I started riding when I was between like 6 and 7, I think.
Yeah.
And
Why?
my dad bought me a dirt bike when I was 8.
Oh.
And it was like a mid-'80s kind of clapped out KX80, big wheeled, way too big for me. Like,
Nice.
I was scared of it, didn't really get it out of second gear until probably I was like 10, to be honest with you.
That's funny. Can you go in that thing right there?
Oh,
there you
I
go.
gotcha.
Yeah.
I know we need
Yeah.
we need sign language around here.
My guy here.
Lovely.
Nice. So, what made you want to start riding? I mean, were you, what were you doing? Did you do BMX before that, or what made you want to get a bike? And
No, man, there wasn't really shit where I grew up at, honestly. Like, I grew up kind of in a field out in the middle of southeastern Montana. Like, they didn't have service there until about 10 years ago. Like, no phone service.
Right.
Things were limited back then, you know, like, we didn't have internet or shit. Like, I remember seeing, like, copies of Transworld at this, like, big town pump truck stop type, you know, gas station, like, about an hour away. Like, I'd always pick those up, you know, beg my parents for those when I was a child and look through that shit. And I just kind of, I think for me, I fell in love with, like, the lifestyle of it. You know, it was a different time. Like, the mid-'90s, you had, you know, everybody who was a part of the 90s.
Yeah.
I mean, made such, like, a glamour. You know, it was almost like the 80s hair bands had died, and they left the torch off to, like, 90s motocross and supercross.
yeah.
Yep.
100%.
You know, that was, like, kind of the continuance of it. Like, that was the last hurrah, I guess. So I kind of fell in love with that, and I don't know. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't really have any guidance. I started racing when I was 14, pretty late.
Yeah.
You know, grew up riding trails and stacking dirt up, doing my own thing. I didn't have really anybody to ride with until I was later, you know, a teenager. I had a cousin that had a dirt bike. But, I mean, we really took off and pushed each other then when you had somebody to ride with. But it was just for fun until then.
For sure.
And beer and
So real quick,
Yep, go ahead.
does that mean that you listen to hair metal?
oh, yeah.
Okay, that's all. All right, good.
Yeah.
I like it.
For some reason, I thought you were, I think, when I was doing my little bit of research, I feel like you look young, or I thought you were a little younger than you are. But yeah. So who were the guys like?
Wait. Did
What?
we have an age?
Yeah, 32.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Yep.
I'm not sure how I missed that.
I don't know what year he was born. I can't do that math, but I can tell you he's 32.
I'm gonna go with 88.
There you go.
89.
Dang.
See, fuck. There you,
It's early. It could have been either one.
it's the weeds,
Yeah,
bro.
it's
It's the edible. It's fucking your math up.
Incredible.
You're off a point.
I am.
Who were the guys you were looking up to back then? Like when you were, you know, or who were your idols, or who were the guys you wanted to emulate, or the movies you were watching, or whatnot?
Man, so I would have to say the guys that like really stood out to me, or the guys that I tried to dress like, were like Enslow,
Black
Deegan.
Dickies, black
Yeah.
socks,
Flat
Oh,
bill.
yeah.
Yeah.
black
Yep.
skater shoes,
Yeah.
flat bill. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
exactly.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it was, well, back then I think it was like, do you remember Jinko jeans?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yes. 100%.
Big ass fucking hot
Guilty as charged.
Dude, those things were so stupid. I don't know
Yes.
how hot. Dude.
Yeah, I'm thankful. I mean, I have a lot of pictures of my childhood. I don't think there is any. I haven't found. Yeah,
I'm thankful that I had a cheap fuck for a father.
Yep.
That just said, no, I'm not buying those stupid.
Yeah. It's Levi's only.
And he'd
Yeah,
smack me in the back of the head and say, God damn it, go buy some goddamn.
Yeah.
He wouldn't even buy no Levi's. He was buying
You are
some,
lucky though.
some
'cause
fucking
Yeah,
cheap ass
It was
shit.
a terrible look. I don't know what I was thinking or why I thought
Yeah.
it was cool, or I was just following everybody else. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was dumb.
My dad's done a pretty good job of keeping me away from stupid trends just by not paying for it.
Yeah, I didn't get that lucky.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm that dad.
I am now that dad. I will
Yeah.
definitely make sure my kids don't fall for the stupid shit and then have to see themselves in a picture 30 years later and go, what in the fuck?
I try hard to be with the stepkids. I try hard to be with the stepkids. Struggle sometimes, but you know, hey.
So do you have kids?
I do. I do actually.
Okay.
That was one of
When you said father,
I know that's what I have. Kids? Question mark. Looks really young. I've written one of my questions. Like, yeah.
So,
I think he's hitting on you.
Yeah.
This is actually he's at a bar right now. He's hoping to buy you a drink.
Dude, I sent him a fucking little heart face thing today too.
I believe that completely.
He told me he had the date and the calendar marked down. I'm like, fuck, this guy's on it.
Yeah.
Some people in the freestyle community, you know, they are a little bit harder to talk to or deal with. You know, it's like, it's nice when you find someone that, you know, like, oh, okay, let's set a time, a date, respect that, like understand when, actually show up and, you know.
Yeah. We'll say the freestyle guys maybe aren't notoriously the most dependable.
And that's coming from me.
That's pretty.
I mean, yeah. Which is, I mean,
now that you say it like that, you guys, it's a pretty low standard to beat at that point. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you guys are failing.
One thing I've always said about freestyle and freestyle riders is you can always tell right off the bat who's had to work and who hasn't.
Yeah,
100%. Yep.
Yes, that is. Yeah, that is.
That's funny.
I've never really thought about that, but like
No,
as
it
soon
is
as you said
100%.
it, like I get that. That
and
makes
some of them are the
makes
guys
sense.
that are done and now working, maybe. But either way,
Yeah,
yeah, you can tell.
Yeah, it goes back to like, I mean, like there was a stretch of time where there was just ramp kids only, you know, like that's
Yeah.
all they had zero bike skills because
Yeah.
they knew how to hit a ramp at a gap of 75 feet, and if
then
there was
brake slide into the turn.
anything else
Yep, exactly,
fuckery going
yeah.
on, it's not happening.
Clutch all the way in with 4 fingers,
Yeah.
heel on the brake pedal.
Yep, exactly.
We won't name any names,
No.
but there's a few out there.
We know they're out there.
Yeah. Fuck, I'd love to have them on the podcast at some
Yeah,
point. Like, what were you thinking?
Like,
Like,
how did this
Yeah.
go? Yeah.
Yeah, you guys should do a series of like the one-hit wonders. Where are they now?
one of them's on the podcast.
Hey. When did you had a hit?
Well, yeah, you never saw my knack. Fuck, come on now.
It's funny. Like a week ago, my girlfriend and I were having a conversation. I told her, I was like, I think I'm going to be done riding freestyle for money. You know, I might do it for fun, but this last year just burnt me out. You know, trying to do my own work, like trying to start my own business, and then trying to ride freestyle on the side, and it's never one or the other. Like you get roped back into doing it full time, you know, and it just seems like it's just not paying. You know, the entertainment industry took a huge shit last year, and I don't know if it'll ever be the same. You know,
Right.
it's just time to
Amen.
move on.
Yeah, at least I don't think it's going to jump back as quick as I mean, yeah, it's a different time. It happened fast, but it's a different time.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's odd.
a lot of people lost.
I was really fortunate enough to do a couple of shows at the end of last year. You know, 3 months worth of some cheap ass circus shows.
Yeah.
If somebody's going to hear that, I'm going to get a phone call for saying that.
Oh, stop it.
That's my left hand, you know,
They need to
right?
relax. They need
Yeah.
to relax.
Yeah, you know.
They just need to know their place.
We're telling jokes. I mean,
you know.
oh, speaking
Yeah.
of, I saw a comedian.
Wait.
I saw a comedian on
How-
your thing. Are you a actual comedian or just like to?
No, it's just you know, self-titled.
It's another side gig.
I feel like I'm a funny guy too,
Yeah.
so I appreciate
Real
that. I
fun
like
guy.
it. Yeah.
I just kind of want to put it, you know, like I say throughout my story, like I always have shit that offends people constantly. Like it's just the first thing that comes to my mind, I'm gonna blast it because I'm gonna overthink it and I'm gonna like not post it. Stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yep.
I just label it. You know, I'm not a hater on anybody. I'm just really sarcastic all the time.
I know exactly what he means.
Yep.
Yep.
Were you
And,
saying
it's hard to
something?
take the world seriously right now. It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. No, and people take social media way too seriously.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
They do. They really do.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
But
Some people take
Yeah.
freestyle way too seriously.
right? That was the problem. It didn't used to be that way, and then it got all serious.
Yeah.
As older as I got, you know, there was a time this last year I'm smoking a joint and I'm high as hell, and somewhere in Utah thinking about this, I'm like, what am I doing here? You know, like jumping in the middle of like this horse arena for 30 people with masks on. Like,
Yeah.
what the hell am I doing? You know, like this is fun, but this is weird. This is so weird.
Oh, this is weird.
Was Sean Nielsen around?
Yeah, right.
No, actually.
Son of a bitch.
I haven't seen Sean. The last time
I love that
Sean, I really like Sean. It's funny. Like the last time I seen him, I'm cruising down the interstate somewhere. I don't know, West Coast area.
Okay.
And it was like 1 a.m, and this van pulls up alongside of me. His window's down, and he's like yelling at me, and I'm like, "Who the fuck is this?" Like somebody in a van yelling at me in a van. That's
Yeah.
never right.
Yeah. It's fucking Chimo and Chimo crime.
Right.
It's happening. Who's molesting who here?
He's gonna want to change candy.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It was Sean though. You know, like 1 a.m.
That's great. That's a great story. That's funny.
He's very nomadic, you know. He's just you never know where he's at.
Yeah, I've talked to him a few times about coming on the show. I feel like he's another guy that I think you're friends with that I've had some good times with. That again, I wanted to get him on the show, but he's just kind of not that guy. He's shy, whatever. Justin Hoyer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hoyer. He's a good
Yeah,
dude.
he's, I don't know. Yeah, he's definitely, he's very not, it'd be hard for him to talk about himself.
Yeah.
Really.
That's kind of what he said, and I'm like, I get it. Like, some people are just like that, but I'm like, dude, I know. I mean, I've hung out with him enough. I know he's got a good story, and dude's super talented. On multi levels. That being said, too, I feel. Did you used to be a snowmobile guy? Did you used to ride freestyle snowmobile? Or
Yeah. So
let's talk about it's not. We're not
Why
just.
is he laughing before he says? Yeah.
We're not just freestyle motocross. We'll talk to freestyle snowmobilers too.
yeah. So that whole era, I was just about 100 pounds heavier than I am right now. I was like 280 pounds when I started riding freestyle snowmobiles.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Fucking
Robert Disler.
Just saying.
Jesus.
That's a lot of weight in the air, and I don't mean you, but like between you and a sled.
Yeah.
God damn, that's too much weight flying through the air.
Yeah.
There was the only cool thing I could do on a snowmobile is whip. Like, just figured out like, wow, I'm literally fat enough. I can just like lay off the side of this thing going off the ramp and it's kind of like a bike.
Isn't that one of the harder things to do on a snowmobile?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I feel like isn't Corey
Davis?
Yeah, Corey Davis, yeah.
That's your boy.
But I mean, that's like he's
his thing.
famous for whips.
Yeah, but he's like
the
old.
That big a deal.
I feel like he's the only guy that I've ever seen like whip a snow. Like,
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's that big a deal. I don't know.
Yeah. Him and I'd say Turcotte's got a good whip too. I've seen him whip pretty good.
Oh,
how was yours? I mean, you were obviously youngster, fat youngster. Sorry.
Young, hungry snowmobile athlete.
Hell yeah.
Snowmobile athlete.
Yeah. Sound like me talking.
Put that down on the loan application,
Yeah.
Walking in there like just finished my Pizza Hut pizza, smelling like Pizza Hut. Like,
Yeah.
Give me paid.
I'm an athlete.
I'm an athlete. I don't know, it just was like right place at the right time, like anything freestyle, it's like, oh shit, this guy can jump a snowmobile, dude. Let me call him. Dude, I think that's just how it works. It's like, I don't know. I didn't advertise anything. I didn't really expect to honestly do shows. You never think you're good enough to ride a show, no matter how good you are. I mean, I'm not that good, but I know guys that like probably, do double flips that have self-confident issues, but me being like fat ass at the time, imagine that, like super fat, like.
Hey, I'm just gonna say, even Ricky Carmichael said he never came to the track confident he was gonna win.
Really?
Like he said, he was always worried about getting beat.
I think my problem is I'm just too confident.
You are
with lack of skills. Or
you are
talent.
confident in a lot of things I've seen you do that you really suck at. So I see what you're saying.
If I had to race James Stewart for a paycheck, I would be worried every single day of my life too.
There's that.
True story. And Chad Reed in the mix too, like throwing his front wheel in.
He won 24 motos in a row, more than one time, and that dude was worried about getting beat on the weekend. So
he's the only one to do that, right? 24.
No, Stewart did it too.
Yeah, those two. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And Ricky won all the overalls one year, but not all the motos.
Still impressive.
Yeah.
So he had 1 year that he won every moto, and then 1 year where he won the overall. Yeah.
And Stewart won all 24 motos once after that.
As I was just saying, Chad Reed throwing a front tire in it reminded me. Speaking of, my memory's crazy tonight.
Yeah,
we're bouncing all over. But hey, Tiger Woods, Tib Fib,
Tiger Woods.
Yeah, Tib Fib compound.
Yeah, compound, man. I turned on CNN and it went from like straight up like riding to like Tiger Woods. Is he gonna make a comeback?
Yeah, like
my girlfriend was like, "Why does it matter? I mean, he's a billionaire, like."
Well, yeah, right.
Yeah.
I mean, and Rory McIlroy, I think on Twitter, somebody said
I saw that.
Somebody asked him something.
Yeah.
About like. What do you think about Tiger? And he goes
to be with his kids.
Well, no, he said something, and they're like, "But he's Superman or something." And he's like, "No, golf should be the last thing he's worried about. Like he should just be happy he's alive and that he's hanging out with his kids, and not be worried about golfing at all. So like, why don't you just let him do his thing and talk about this?
Try not to get hooked on the oxycodone on there.
Yeah, get off the oxy stuff.
He's 5 months out of a back surgery. I mean, he's got to be fucking eating those things like.
Can you imagine being like the news? It's like, oh man, get his doctor on the phone. I know he's busy, but God, he's got to really have time to talk about Tiger's injury right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take Cinnamон's call.
Yep, exactly.
Any press is good press.
That's true, yeah. I need a backiotomy.
What'd he say?
I need a backiotomy.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. No, sorry, that was definitely off track there that we got.
Yeah, that might be the farthest off track we've ever gotten on this show.
Yeah. I was thinking about
good.
Ricky and James, and then Chad throwing front wheels in for a tib fib or something, and then I just remembered fucking Tiger did his tib fib yesterday or the day before or whatever. And
He's talking to his kid.
oh,
I saw.
yelling at the kids.
I got my kitties over here, my kittens.
Oh,
Hey, that's look at. I have another look.
cat.
Hey, yeah. I have mine.
That's
I have mine
sick.
tattooed on my hand. Like, yeah.
That is sweet.
Yeah.
It's even black. Just
Oh
like
yeah.
that.
You got
Man.
a black kitty? Oh man.
This is Frank. This is a rescue. We found my girlfriend's brother found her like in eastern Montana.
Dude, that looks exactly like my cat. Like
Does it have white feet? Oh, he doesn't, does he?
mine doesn't have white
No,
feet. No, mine's all black.
My
Yeah.
mother-in-law's black cat has white feet.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
I love him. So
would
I named my cat Cole because when I got him, he was just like he was kind of the runt or whatever, and he just looked like a little piece of coal, like
A lump.
Yeah.
a lump of coal. Yeah, just a lump of coal or whatever. And also, we live just outside of Seattle or whatnot. I was down there house sitting for a buddy one time. I brought my cat in my truck. Fucking cat escapes. He's not chipped, no collar, nothing. Gone. Like, so he's an indoor cat.
I've actually never seen Jeff this upset before.
No, I was not. I mean, it's probably the hardest I've ever worked in my life. Like, I was.
Promise it is.
Yeah, no. I mean, so it's an indoor cat that lives in a different city. So now he's outside in fucking Seattle, down on the water, like literally like.
Dude, just rats galore. That cat was in heaven.
Oh, I think he was scared shitless. He's. Yeah, but it took like 5-7 days, and I got him back. But yeah, I was passing out flyers. People hated me in that neighborhood. Like, yeah, you talked to us yesterday.
Because they
Like,
thought you were just casing the joint.
yeah, well, I was
Walking
too.
up and down the streets all goddamn day long.
I was. Uh-oh.
What was that?
Oh.
How did you end up finding him? Who brought him over?
Hang on. This happened the other day.
What?
Huh?
What's What do you think is happening?
Talk again.
Hello.
I can hear it.
It's not in my headphone. It's in the speaker.
Oh, is that what we're hearing? Oh, it switched on us.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's weird.
Yeah, it totally. Oh, now maybe it's. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Weird. So I set like a humane trap or whatever. I put like one of my old shirts in there, put some food in there, you know. One of the nights I had my shirt out a little too far, so it was probably him, went in and the trap shut, but it fucking hung up on my shirt, so the thing got back out. I'm like, son of a missed opportunity maybe.
That's crazy. I would have never thought of that. But you found him back, like you were able to trap him and
Yep.
get him back through. Really?
Yeah, 100%. Like I said, I was going to shelters. I was doing a lot of work that week. It was a busy week, but
For a
thank
guy
God.
that
Yeah.
wouldn't normally
Stop
be
it.
working that hard.
Stop it.
yeah. Oh man, we our cats. The other cat I have, we found her on the road in Utah on the way to a show this year. Like drove right over the top of her and pulled over and kind of rescued her. We take them like pretty much everywhere we go. You know, we walk them on leashes and stuff like dogs. They ride in the van. Like we'll take them camping and let them hang out. They don't really run off in the van.
Nice. So yours are outdoors, you said? Yeah. Yeah. Nice. I kind of wish Cole was outdoors, but yeah, at this point, I don't know. I think it's just he's good indoors.
I appreciate them, you know, the way that they are.
Yeah. I love that little boy though. He's a good kitty. He's a good kitty. Yeah, for sure.
Should we get back to motorcycles?
I mean,
Should
no,
we try
I want to
that?
get back to snowmobiles first.
Oh,
So,
that's right.
yeah,
We're on snowmobiles. You're right.
We're
We're that far off track here.
Like, that was
Let's see. So I started jumping snowmobiles in like 2011.
Did you?
I've ever been a ramp on a snowmobile was to a boulder. It's like the stupidest thing looking back at it now. Like, no, I was scared shitless, to be honest with you.
I don't doubt it. Did you? So, what was the first you did? Did you ride dirt bikes as a kid, like as a youngster? Did you ride dirt bikes or snowmobiles first?
I actually started riding snowmobiles for fun with my family, just as recreation up in the mountains when I was about 5.
Okay.
I had my own snowmobile by the time I was like 6 or 7, about the same time. It was just something fun to do as a family. Like, my family would take us up there riding four-wheelers to the mountains in Wyoming. In the summertime, and I'd just be cruising around on my dirt bike with them, just kind of used it as like a trail ride machine. Same thing with snowmobiles. We'd go through the same area that we'd ride ATVs in. And so it was just always back and forth. Like, I always had like an interest in power sports, but I think freestyle, trick wise, made it there easier for me somehow. There's fewer guys that do it, and just being in somewhere north where I knew people and had people that did it. I had actually some pretty legendary guys help me get into freestyle with snowmobiles, like Courtney Hungerford and like Sam Rogers. They were really took the time to, I guess, help me out and get me to a level to where I could do shows and make money. It's pretty cool.
I like it. Where were you honing your skills at, or where was the first show you did? And yeah, talk about it. Like you were talking about it a second ago, but how scary it was to.
Oh man, so I probably jumped snowmobiles for maybe like 6 months to a year before I got a call to do a show actually out in Michigan, which is a long ways away.
Yep.
And I was like,
yeah.
Really money. I had a job at the time. Like,
Where at in Michigan?
I had a job. I've always worked on the side and then freestyle. Like, I did as much as both would allow me to do. And, I've always worked at a power sports dealership too, so I could get deals and stuff there and have access to a shop. It just made sense for me at the time. So I left this power sports shop, journeyed out to Michigan on a fine weekend. Did the show. It was pretty cool and as normal. Scared shitless. Like, had to make sure everything was correct. Did like 55 speed checks, maybe more, and still like didn't grease the landing. Typical what you would expect. I got back though. This is a funny part. So I got back to my power sports job, and I got fired the next day for taking time off. The guy was like totally not supportive of me at all. Like, anytime I needed time off to like practice or do things like this, like he was just so against it.
Just a hater? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, you're like, we're in the power sports industry. We're supposed to like support each other and like, time off. Obviously, you're probably off Sunday and Monday regardless, but like, sometimes there's a Friday, Saturday show. Just not helping you.
It was like a blessing, actually. I picked up a couple more shows like immediately following that. People seeing like I was able and willing to travel and, jump various sketchy, shitty setups like usual.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
We get more phone calls like, hey, you want to come do this, shitty, sketchy setup on ice? And the thing about snowmobiles that I dislike, and the reason I think I got out of it, is you're always traveling. I never rode in the summertime because I always rode dirt bikes in the summertime. So all my shows were in the wintertime. So I was traveling in the winter and snow and below 0 temps,
And driving to all these shows.
Yeah, driving to all these shows in bad weather, trying to beat it home, just, trying to race to the next one, basically.
I know that struggle. Holman, fucking notorious for just go. I'm like, no. Let's stay in our free hotel tonight. Nope, we got to fucking drive 20 hours so I can get... I'm like, oh, fuck. All right.
Yep, I don't know. That's how I am. Like, if you can make it, and you've got energy, you might as well just shoot for it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the way I rolled. 2-day show, you only got a hotel for one night.
Yeah. Crater was the same. Yeah. Crater was the same. Yeah, I've
done racing at 10:30 or 11 o'clock at Arena Cross in Montana, and you got to drive 8 hours home
and stop on top of a pass and cut down an illegal Christmas tree.
Allegedly, National Forest.
Yeah. National Forest Christmas tree. It's a good year.
And it was so big, I didn't realize it was so big when we got it home. I couldn't get there was no way that would have fit ever in my house.
It was good.
It was as tall as my dude. I stuck it in the front yard. It was as tall as my house. Like it was.
We stop at fucking Walmart at like whatever 3 a.m. We buy a big fucking flashlight and a saw. We stop, and we're in like a Ford F-350. Just a truck only with like 2 dirt bikes in the back with, gear bags and everything else. So it's already a pretty full truck. And then we just throw a huge ass Christmas tree on top.
Massive.
And I think we just threw a chain.
We literally just threw a chain over it.
Like a big heavy chain. We didn't even tie the chain down to anything. We just threw a chain on it. This should last.
It stayed there.
Yeah, for sure.
That was a different era. When you can just roll up to Walmart, leave your shit in the back. And not
we were in Idaho.
Well.
Or... We must have been in Idaho.
I have no idea.
I don't know. I wouldn't have done that in Spokane. There's no way.
Yeah.
I knew we were driving that way.
Yeah,
Compton, you don't leave your shit in the parking lot.
No. Speaking of, I mean, the city I'm
like leaving your kid in the parking lot in your car.
Yes.
That make the Montana news?
No, not yet.
I figured Crater was going to have to give the Renton Police Department a voucher for me because the other day we were right by, like, he dropped me off.
And Safeway's only a mile and a half from your house.
We went right by it. Like, remember
we literally drove by.
We talked about the guy with the mat. Like, that could have been the guy that fucking did it. So, I mean, we're literally right in the area of this crime that happened. So I get home. I'm home for like a half an hour or whatever. My fucking phone, there's an Amber Alert in Renton. And that's my hood. I read it. I'm like, Safeway. So some dude
Whose hood is it?
My hood.
Come on, dude. You've been here like
all right, your hood.
A week and a half.
Yeah. No, I've been. I have some multiple times put in. I mean, I got documentation, motherfucker.
I'm 37. I've never lived anywhere but Renton.
Yeah. So it's his hood.
My hood.
Yeah. And it is shady. Like
I didn't know. I stay out of the downtown area.
I love the hill we live on. Like it's a good view, but I mean, you
might catch
you walk right down the hill, there's some fuckery going on.
Yeah, you might catch a round from down the hill there.
Yeah, I follow easy rule.
Bullets.
Never leave the house without packing a gun. Is the life I follow. I mean,
but
just saying.
What happened was a dude stole a car out of a parking lot at the Safeway.
I didn't finish the story.
And it had a kid in it.
5-year-old kid.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So
somebody left it running in the parking lot.
Now there's
a
meth addict with a fucking 5-year-old.
They caught him.
Yeah,
or they got the kid.
They got the kid. I don't think they caught him.
I don't think they caught the guy, but he ditched the car.
He probably realized there was a 5-year-old, ditched the car a couple miles, and fucking tried to boogie. And
sounds like he boogied.
Yeah, and they'll never pursue him. He'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Well, if they put him in jail, they might just let him back out.
If I punch a fucking guy for talking shit, they put me in. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I got a funny story about.
It's because you didn't run fast enough.
I'm not a runner. Shocking enough.
School belt related.
Yeah.
Strange, a hospital story, but it ends kind of weird, actually.
Hey, we like weird.
Got hurt in, Traverse City, Michigan, I think, or somewhere out there. Like one of the last years I was riding snow on those. I had just was riding dirt bikes for fun in California, and drove home. Didn't get much sleep. Packed up, drove all the way to Michigan, which was like. I don't know. I was probably like 24 hours from California to my house, and then another 24 hours to Michigan. So lots of driving. I get there. I haven't rode my sled in a long time. It was rusty. Of course, like you don't tell a promoter that. You're just like, yeah, I'm dialed. I'll be there.
Yeah.
You know how that goes.
I'm good to go.
Totally get there. I'm just dialed as can be because I think I'd probably just take my sled out of storage and put some fresh gas in it for the year. First jump of the show. Oh, that's not even that. There's so many other parts to this. So we get there the night before, and there's no landing built.
Oh God!
There's no landing, and I'm like, uh-oh. You can't build a snow landing overnight. The snow gets really sugary, and it just doesn't pack. You need to add to it, let it freeze. Add to it, let it freeze. Anyway, that's how I've done it.
Yep.
Problem with no landing, and they get us a snowcat there. Late in the night, about 11 o'clock, and I start building this landing to try and make do with it. And the track comes off of the snowcap. I derail this track in the middle of the landing for this guy, and he's standing there watching me, and I'm like, well, looks like we're done for the night. I don't really know what to say. I just shut the machine off and tell the promoter, we need a dozer. He gets us the dozer the next day. We missed the first show, and I was super excited, and man, this is the worst I've ever OJ'd anything. I had like time in the air. Dude, I looked over and I was like above the power lines and like I didn't even see the landing. Like I just hit the ramp so fast the landing disappeared like that. And I'm like, oh man, this is good.
They're like, you told us you needed us to build you a landing. Like, you just
didn't even use it.
Yeah, like, you psychopath. We built it way back there.
The snow cap on the landing too, dude. We could have left that all apart.
Just sending, looking like fucking. What's that guy that OJ'd Pastrana's pit?
Plywood, landing on a snowmobile. The things don't have suspension, you know. It's like frozen lake where I'm at, dude. I hit so hard that I dislocated both my elbows and both my shoulders at the same time. My arms are all like T-Rex. I fall off the plane. It kind of like dives off into the crowd all slow, and I'm laying there. And you know, like I think at this point I'm like, my back's broken, right? Like it's fine.
Yeah. That's the other problem with riding a couch and over jumping something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you just laying there, like, helplessly, and this guy comes over, and he's like, I'm an EMT. He's like, I know that your shoulders are dislocated. I can help you with that. And I'm like, oh, my God, get out of here. Like, there's no way.
Yeah. No.
Like,
No.
Like, I'm looking for somebody that could help me do this. And this guy just walks up, and he's like, you know, I know how to put these back in. Thank you. And he does. You know, it's a fresh dislocation, so they go right back in fairly easy. And the worst part is when my back's hurting really bad, so I'm like, all right, I got to go to the hospital and like check my back.
So, real quick, how do they put the shoulder back in with the dislocated elbow without just yanking on your arm?
So they took the elbow and they put the elbow in first. So
they did.
The elbow is able to, if you're able to put a block between here, like your bicep and the back of your tricep, you can actually use that as leverage and then pull your arm back into your bicep using the block or a piece of weight, and it'll slide the elbow back in.
It makes sense. It just doesn't sound like something that I want to try to do.
No, it's not fun. I've had a lot of elbow dislocations.
Yeah,
how is that? I didn't know that was even a thing.
No,
I mean, I know you can dislocate your elbow, but I didn't know people had this as an issue.
I dislocated and broke an elbow at the. I don't know if the break, but I.
Yeah, but you slipped in the bathtub.
No, I clipped handlebar. I clipped handlebars with the guy. I clipped handlebars with the guy and fucking sent me.
Where?
It was Reeder Pit. Yeah.
That's some shit that would happen at Reeder Pit.
No, through a whoop section, like I'm going, and he's coming like head on, like clip handlebars.
Well, head on makes it so that he was probably going twice as fast as you.
No,
so it probably was like you hit something going 21 miles an hour instead of the
fat
3
desert
miles
rider
used to.
Named Eric Booth. Yeah, I'll call him out. So
if you were both were in like third gear, that's like sixth gear pin hitting a wall.
Exactly. And I don't remember how old I was at the time, but I fall. I go down. I hop up. I'm like, I knew something was wrong immediately with my. So I'm kind of holding like my upper arm, and the first thing I see is this like whatever 35, 40-year-old middle-aged lady like teaching her 6-year-old kid how to ride a mini bike, and I just run over to her and I'm like, get my helmet off. She takes my helmet off. I grab the back of my shirt and just yank it over my head, and she was like, I'm like, that kid's never riding again. I'm like, my fucking arm would spin 360 degrees. It flopped around like it was like you take a water balloon and fucking pinch it. It was just flopping around. And it was one of the days in Washington when it was like 100 degrees. I had to walk like 1.5 miles back to the truck. And then my buddy that was also with me, Dehydrated Dave.
I'm just amazed you walked 1.5 miles anywhere.
Yeah, no, I had with my arm flopping, and then we get to the truck, and he's like, I don't know if I can drive. Like, I'm fucking dehydrated. Like, I don't know if I can drive down. Like, I'm like, bro, we have to drive like this 5-mile dirt road down to this to get to the nearest like fire station thing, and then they hit like the town siren, and like some fucking air raid thing goes off, and these 2 hot chicks show up in an ambulance, and I'm like, they take me to Monroe Hospital. Yeah, and I'd have surgery at Monroe Hospital. I'm like, ugh.
Amazed you survived that.
Terrible. Yeah.
You ever feel like when that kind of stuff happens, you're like in a twilight zone?
Yeah.
There's so many things that are out of place. It's never like one thing that's just out of place or off-putting. It's a series of events that are so out of the ordinary. You're like, there's no way that people will believe this story.
Right.
You know, it's like a crazy experience. I love that kind of shit.
Yeah. It is crazy. Hey, fuck. I don't want I don't know. I don't want to do this, but I kind of want to do this. I want to almost put a quick halt to this thing, like stop it dead in the track. I'm worried that we're having an audio issue, and I just want to. I would be so sad if we've missed it. Like, I would rather stop it and try to figure it out real quick and call you right back. Like,
well, just hit the record button, turn that off for a second, and see what happens.
Everybody gets that. You got to cross them off the list. You know, you get one in the back of the landing, you get one to flat. You know, you get. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like a little check, you know, your little FMX pins that you collect. But yeah, that was my my first experience OJing, and definitely not my last, that's for sure. But you know, had shoulder dislocations, elbow dislocations.
So first is worse though, dude. So, you're OJing on a fucking couch. You're not even on a dirt bike at this point. Like,
but was your back injured?
Well, this is the second part of the story. You know, the series of events that are like, did this fucking really happen? Yeah. Did I really have this day, or did I just dream it? So a friend of mine who hasn't ridden in a long time, I roll up to him and I'm like, dude, you got to finish the show. Take my finish the show. Just put him on the spot, you know?
Yeah.
He's like, are you serious? And I'm like, yeah, I'll give you all my pay.
Wow.
And, yeah, I mean, somebody had to make some money, you know?
Yeah.
You know, like,
feeling generous though.
I might have offered half.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I already got fucked up. I've driven all this way. I've already put in some work. I'm not feeling well right now. So,
well, I knew he was going to even out because he had the fuel money for the way home. So
there you go.
Yeah.
You know,
you want to get home? We need some of that money.
That's right.
Exactly.
Yep.
But I get to the hospital, and I'm in Traverse City, Michigan. Sorry if you're from there, but that place is pretty sketchy. At least you are. You know, there's like armed guards and shit at the door, like, you know, tweakers tweaking, like, hey man, you got any more?
Cady.
8 Mile.
My first experience being in a hospital that metropolitan. So
welcome to Detroit. Shooting fucking capital of the. I mean, woof.
I think Chicago is.
Yeah. They go back and forth, I believe. I mean.
You know, like, it was kind of weird. It was like a weird experience. I was in a lot of pain to begin with. Just wasn't mentally good, and I kind of like went into shock while I was there.
Oh, yeah.
And prematurely checked myself out. You know, as soon as I knew my X-rays were good, like, it was just sketching me out. There was like people.
Yeah.
You know, like, I literally was not having a good experience there. Like, I needed to get out of there.
It's not even the injuries at this point. It's just the city and the fucking situation I'm in. I just want to get my back's good. All right, I gotta go.
Listening to a crackhead get beat down by a guard, you know, I'm just like, oh man, like, this is not good. You know, like, we're in a hospital. This isn't a prison, man.
Yeah.
So I get out of there. My girlfriend's driving at the time, and we stop at the stoplight leaving the hospital, and this old man gets in our back seat. You know, he's just lost. He just gets in the back seat.
Like you're an Uber or something?
I don't know. Like, I look in the back and just like giving this blank stare, like, what are you doing? You know, are you lost? Like, you got in the wrong truck, you know, just trying to let him know, like, what are you doing? He doesn't say anything. And I ask him, I'm like, are you okay? And he's like, yeah, I'll take a ride. And he lists like this mall address. And I'm like, okay, we can give you a ride. He still had like his hospital bracelet and stuff on. And I didn't know at the time, but we drop him off at this place. And he goes inside like, you know, like he knows what he's doing, right? And I just think about this and I'm like, holy shit, I think that guy just like, we just assisted this dude like escape the hospital unknowingly, you know, like, I'm going to be looking for this guy in a while. Like, do we go back? Do we not? And at this whole time, like, the show's over. My friends are waiting for us like an hour and a half away. And I probably didn't do the right thing, but I was just sketched out. You know, like, one thing didn't add up after another that day.
You did the right thing. You got the hell out of there.
Yeah, it was just,
yeah.
You know, I get back to the venue, and everything, everybody else, the other two guys, got hurt. So, you know,
God.
Ooh.
Yeah. You know,
one of those shows.
Yeah, somebody broke a thumb. Luke Mayer.
Yep.
Maui. Meyer.
I think I know the name.
He broke both of his ankles that day. That was a pretty gnarly crash. But luckily,
that can't be fun.
Yeah, that's the only show I've seen everybody go 3-0.
Brutal.
Yeah. What's the promoter do at that point? Just pull people out of the audience? Like, who wants to hit the fucking ramp? Like,
oh my god, dude,
we know better than these guys.
We've got some equipment that's may have bent handlebars. You know.
It was for like this off-road 4x4 snow swap meet, dude. It was like rednecks with paychecks. They loved it. Everybody,
probably lots of people in the stand that would go for it.
Yeah, exactly. People love a tragedy, sadly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Best crowd I've seen though, for sure. Short-lived. That was probably like reason number 36 I quit riding snowmobiles for money.
There you go. Did you a fellow, well, actually Idaho guy, I guess. Did you know Heath Frisbee? Did you ever ride with him or?
No, I've never worked with him.
Yeah. He's decent on the snowmobile. He's supposed to be on the podcast a few times, but he's kind of fucking dicked out too. If Heath's listening, he can eat a dick right now.
Yep. Probably got his orders from the sergeant.
Exactly. Yeah, there could be some hierarchy fucking going down.
Getting a phone call for that one tomorrow too.
Yeah, my phone's ringing as we speak. There was an amazing place to ride in Montana for a while. I think it was called Racetrack Park. Did you ever get to go there or no?
Actually, I haven't. I drive by it quite frequently.
Yeah, nice place, huh?
Yeah,
looks good.
I've seen some guys out there riding the other weekend in January. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, cool.
Am I missing something here? I feel like I'm missing something.
Sayers property.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
I did know that.
Yeah, we had some backs.
Yeah, you guys already chatted without me one day.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, I don't think I've ever really invited... I've never really invited people out to ride. People have just always asked, so...
Yeah. Well, I guess,
That's right. Can't be afraid to ask. What's the worst they can do?
Yeah.
Say no. That's
exactly.
it. Jeff's been hearing that his whole life.
Yep.
I've had some really cool people come and ride at the property in Sydney, Montana, that we filmed On the Pipe for. We've had a lot of people come through there, and I've had a lot of guys come out there. A lot of talkers, and very few of those talkers have showed up, and very few of the guys that have showed up actually have jumped the shit out there, and
yeah.
I know who they are.
What's out there? What I don't know about. Let me hear about this.
The ranch.
Yeah. What is it? You got big jumps. You got.
Yeah, we got some mediocre, some second gear. 140, 50
nice.
They're all pretty big out there. I started working on that place in 2012 with the help of friends. Man, you can't get this shit done without friends.
Yeah.
And there's so many friends that have helped me with equipment and honestly shoveling, watering, just coming out there to watch me ride. There's just a list that could go on for weeks with the people that have helped me out there. But it was a place to ride that was, it was so far, it was 4 hours from a major medical center. It was
sketchy.
Yeah, you didn't have service where you were at. It was 2 miles to the highway on a little 2-track. It was gnarly. I tracked the dozer back there twice, and it took me over an hour each way.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. We just kind of had... Yeah, exactly. You could, take a nap,
Yeah. Still going north? All right, cool. Fuck.
Yep. Maybe, turn,
blade up? All right, we're good. Fucking...
It was fun. We had a lot of opportunity out there, and a friend of mine, Jordan Brush, actually suggested to Jay Schweitzer to shoot a movie out there that Jay was kind of working on at the time. Jay and Wes Agee.
Oh yeah.
The Lone Wolf Project.
Okay.
In 2014, they came out, and it rained in August, which was unusual. It rained for a week straight. I'm like, there's no way we're going to get anything accomplished. In the last 2 days, we got 2 dozers out there and a skid steer sponsored to us. Really awesome. I can't even tell you how.
Who are the guys that hooked you up with that? Let's shout them out. Even though it was a long time ago, still they deserve credit.
Bridger Hurley, actually, he's from Fairview. That was my go-to guy. Anytime I needed a piece of equipment, I would hit him up, and he would always
solid guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a kid. He was a lot younger than me. He was in high school.
Okay,
Jesus. He has equipment, and he was just so solid. Him and his family would always try and make it work. I don't know.
Yeah.
The logistics of it, but anytime I needed a piece of equipment, he was just solid. I really rely on that guy.
Equipment hookup is good to know.
It's almost non-existent right now in 2021.
Yeah, 2021. Yeah.
Yeah, any hookup right now is non-existent. Shit, you feel guilty for asking,
Yeah.
Can't feel that way if you want to make a living at it.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
You got to just basically be a whore and ask for all the money in the world.
ask for all of it.
I don't know this word you speak of, Crater. What was that?
Yeah.
Whore.
Oh,
You have to be
I'll
whorish.
look it up.
Your,
I'll look it up later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely, man, I feel like freestyle, to make money at it in the next, 10 years, you're going to have to wear, a costume, like a clown costume or something, and then do, a side act at the same time, be able to sing.
I'm not opposed. I mean,
I don't know, man.
I am a whore. I'll sell myself for whatever. What do you want me to do? Yeah.
Price is low.
I mean, yeah.
Price is low. That's
well, no, the problem is the price is high. That's why.
No. We both know that's not the truth.
All right. Maybe. Maybe.
But back to the ranch.
Yep.
We filmed out there in 2014 in August. Got a couple big jumps built, and it was just Wes and I at the time. The whole, if you've ever watched On the Pipe 7, you kind of know the backstory. That movie dissipated, changed routes a little bit into On the Pipe 7, and the following year we had a whole bunch of I would consider, quote unquote, the heavy hitters of free riding come out through that place, and just jam, and Jay Schweitzer captured it all, and it was so fun. We didn't have a helicopter or anything like that because the resources where I'm at are slim to none. It'd be like the Australian outback is what I would consider it. Yeah. Nothing up there but oil fields and hay fields. That's it, oil and hay fields.
Bet you there's a couple of bodies in those oil fields.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Not a lot of helicopters, though, for filming purposes.
Nope.
Yeah. No. But, hey, it turned out well, right?
I think so. I mean, there's always so much more footage that you think is going to turn out on a movie, but
Right.
I
I mean,
isn't it interesting what they cut out or what they put in or when you were there the whole time and know when they were recording, when they weren't, whatever, you're like, oh man, you guys missed this or edited this. You got this, but you edited it.
Sometimes they just, they might have got it, but it was a bad angle, bad shot, whatever.
Yeah.
Doesn't make the cut.
Doesn't make the cut.
The best parts that I love of myself, little conceited flex, would be the parts where I'm building the jumps in the dozer.
There you go.
Just steep ass PT, super lip, and I'm that's if you can't build jumps, then I don't know, you shouldn't be jumping them, I guess, and vice versa.
I mean, there's probably something to be said about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't make cheesecake, but I'll eat it.
Yeah, true. But
Same.
do you know how to build a jump?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know how to jump a jump?
I used to.
Yeah. True. We're not cheesecake connoisseurs. We are dirt bike connoisseurs. You should be able to build.
I guess that by my build.
Yeah.
That's something for you.
Me either. Yes, I saw that. Is that your brand? Do you have a clothing company or?
No, so this is my clothing sponsor / weed sponsor, Connoisseur Farms and Connoisseur Clothing. They're just all about action lifestyle. They want to promote a healthy weed lifestyle. A healthy, hey, we're all active. We have multiple jobs. We do multiple action sports. We all have, good morals and good values.
How about don't take the pills that the doctors are giving you and try the green stuff?
You can lead a life that is successful and be a stoner at the same time. You can be respected by your peers.
100%. We're talking the other day. I feel like you have a good work ethic and are a man of many skills and talents. I saw he had. What were you working on the other day? What are you doing now? Again, I think we're jumping ahead. I'll probably jump back in a minute. But what are you doing? I saw you had a bike apart, or you have a shop. What are you building? What are you doing?
Man, another shout out. One of my best friends that I've known for about a decade now lets me work out of his shop, Billy Young, in 406 Logistics and Trucking. So if you need anything hauled in the nation, this is your guy.
There you go.
Specifically equipment. If you need heavy ass equipment hauled, this is your guy.
Oversized loads. Johnny, if you need a woman moved from fucking one location to another.
You need to set up a date.
If you have a woman in San Diego that needs to come up to Temecula or Corona to meet you, this guy can do it. He'll put her on a flatbed and get her up there.
Dude, he'll have pilot cars the whole way. He's going to have to stop at the scale and strap it down, but
that's what he needs. It's my guy. I like this dude.
He's nice enough. He just lets me work out of his shop. I kind of help him out with the trucking stuff when he needs it. I don't drive trucks.
Okay.
I would really
No
hate-
Class A, no Class B.
God, no.
No.
I
Yeah,
didn't know if I have my regular driver's license.
Just a van. Just a van down by the river.
Yeah, down by the river.
I got a van.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Nope. So, yeah, I get to work out of there. And honestly, I'm at this point where I want to make enough money for myself to where I can buy project vehicles that I want to buy, and I want to do things to them that I want to do for them. Like, I'm sick of working for people. I want to put my time and effort into
Shit that
stuff that I'm
benefits
happy-
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
If I got to sell it to somebody, that's what I got to do. But I don't want to take orders from like clients. I don't want to do dusty ass brake jobs and motor jobs and fucking blow jobs. I don't
As
do that
long as
shit.
it's not on Craigslist with people standing you up and fucking motherfucking you. I watched this video the other day. He was blowing this guy out for some text thread like, dude, you were selling a dirt bike and this guy.
Yeah, I had a dirt bike posted for sale for like a month or two, and it's not like I'm fucking waking up every goddamn morning to check my marketplace messages.
Yeah.
It's like I have a fucking job, kid. Like, looking back, he was probably like in a teenager, maybe early 20s. But I mean, dude, somebody needs to teach him something. But
Yeah. No, it's good. Fucking relax,
Instant gratitude, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Problem
it's just, like I was being really responsive back to him, after reading his paragraphs, his sob stories. He wants to get back into riding. He wants to get out of riding. He wants to find the perfect bike. It's like, come on, dude, you gonna fucking buy my bike or not? Yes or no?
Yeah.
I don't want to hear your sob story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm playing along. You got to be a salesman. Everything you do in life, you got to sell it. So I'm like being respectable to this guy. Like, yeah, all right. Like when you're in town, here's my number. I usually never give my number out to, salespeople because it's just.
I was just gonna mention. This guy. I mean, he threw me his number quicker than I throw my number on fucking Seattle bathroom stalls.
Well, only because
and
only because normally you don't even have a fucking number. So
true. I have gone a long period of time without a phone. But yeah, I noticed too. He was giving these guys number. I'm like, dude, when I'm dealing with people on Craigslist, I'm like, bro, meet me here. Like, no, I don't want to. Yeah, I hate.
Yeah, like I go out of my way like to be generous to this guy, and he like messages me back on Monday after he's supposedly going to be here over the weekend. I not get a call whatsoever from anybody. Like
no show, no call. Yeah.
No show, no call. I'm like, all right, fuck it, whatever. It wasn't like expecting a time or a place. He just told me he'd be in town and he'd give me a call. Cool. Well, Monday rolls around and he's like, you should unlist those bikes. I don't know what he said, like dickhead or something like that. You sold. And I'm like, what? Excuse me? just like, I think it was a
the
long
balls
statement.
on the kid. Like, fuck
like,
you.
What the fuck, dude? Like, just no.
It was funny. It was a good time. I enjoyed reading it.
Like, who does that shit? Like,
no, that's weird.
Fucking Craigslist people. I'll tell you. I'll tell you exactly.
I listened to this. I actually read 3 paragraphs about how he used to race dirt bikes. He raced dirt bikes around Horn Rapids. He's been to Bellevue. He's, just all this other like name dropping shit.
Is his name Greg Crater?
Maybe.
Yeah. Are you in the market for a Suzuki, a 450?
No. Is anybody?
Not in the market for anything.
Is anybody?
Speaking
I
of
bought a house.
yeah,
I don't have any money anymore. I'm a poor person again.
I don't even own a house, and I don't have any money.
He just bought a second one. I know, me neither. He just bought a second home. Like, he's
What are you, like a millionaire?
Yeah.
Are you like a rich
exactly.
I mean, on paper, I owe the bank $1 million.
His podcast money is going a lot further than mine. I don't know. Fucking Jesus.
What is the average home price there where you're at, if you don't mind me asking?
Actually, you're pretty good.
Yeah, he's a real estate agent as well. Yeah.
Really?
So, like, in this area, the median's like 500.
Yeah, I was going to say 6.
550.
Yeah.
Well, there's still a lot of small, cheaper stuff.
I get it.
But yeah, I mean, like if you go to Bellevue though, the median's like 800, 750. It's way higher. And you're talking smaller houses on smaller lots and all kinds.
Older homes, yeah.
But it's not that far from me.
No, I mean, it's 20 minutes up the freeway.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
15, yeah.
Are you guys native to the area you live in there? Right around Seattle?
Yep. Yeah, born and raised. Both
literally, like I say, I'm born and raised in Renton, which is 15 minutes out of Seattle, 20 minutes out of Seattle. And he's claiming it as his hood, but...
Yeah. I own it. I'm here. I'm here now. I'm setting up shop. I have a question. Did you ever go to, this guy was notorious for just somewhat dominating, maybe a couple seconds to a number 402 occasionally, but like Montana Arena Cross, like Kalispell. Did you ever go to the
Majestic?
Yeah.
I've raced the Majestic probably like 2005, 6 maybe.
Yeah,
I'd have probably been there.
Yeah, I
Crater may have been winning the 450 Pro class, possibly.
More likely than the 250 Pro class.
That wasn't the night I got knocked out, was it?
I don't. Who knows what year that was?
Just popped in my head. Like,
Yeah,
it could have
right.
been, right? What year was it?
Said 05, 06.
05?
I think, man, there was Jeff Willow was there that year. Jeff Willow and pretty sure David Pingree.
Ooh. Do you remember Eric McCrumman was there one year?
No, see, that was a different year.
Yeah, that was...
Willow. Who's the big tall dude, too?
Justin Delaware from Montana, right?
Who?
Delaware's from
Justin
Montana.
Delaware.
But I haven't seen him since I was on the 80s.
Yeah,
I don't even think I've heard that
I don't know what he's up to. That guy's quick as shit. He's Stewart lightning fast, you know.
Dude, the dude was good on 80s. Like, he was a ripper, for sure.
Huh.
Mhm.
I mean, and I
He
was
was
not,
tall,
so
too.
I remember the kid being fast.
Yeah, the guy could just like lean his head into a turn, and he would be like, you know, dragging neck almost. He was so.
No, Delaware was a ripper.
Was that the tall guy you were thinking of, or was it different?
No, tall guy from Vegas.
Oh, fucking
Partridge.
Yeah, Partridge.
See, I have
Kyle
a feeling
Partridge.
that's who was there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Partridge, not Pingree. Yeah, that's what I was.
Oh yeah, I think you're right.
Because I
think
was
you're right.
not there that weekend.
Oh, but you remember.
I remember. I mean, like, whoever was there, I talked to them. I was.
Yeah,
wherever
fucking
else I
Siebler
was.
or whatever. You're like,
Yeah.
who's there or whatever.
But yeah, Partridge
You're
was
probably-
just,
you're probably on the front of the
Partridge was the
Brigo.
only guy that could go through the whoops. Apparently, like they were big and long and tall, and I think he was the only guy that could actually get through them.
Just lanky.
Yeah.
Whatever year it was, I remember. Yeah.
No, Partridge was good in the whoops though. He was. I mean, he was tall, and that helps a ton. But he was.
Yeah.
He was good in the whoops.
Yeah, he had whoop skills.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever year it was, that Eric McCrumman kid showed up. Like,
Yeah, that
he
was a good show.
I mean, he kind of didn't turn into much, but he was fucking fast there, and
Yeah.
he was sponsored by.
MDK.
And that guy lives in Montana.
Kalispell, right? He
yeah.
lives right there by the
He's
Majestic
like
Arena.
but he had
Mark Kwame.
Yeah, is that the dude?
Kwame, but it's like KV.
He's got money because he had
AME
Nick
or
Way
something.
was on his team at one point for. I
Yeah,
think the same
MDK
year.
was a legit big,
Yeah.
like they were a solid team. Yeah, Nick Way was riding 450s for him, and I feel like that was like when he was a podium guy kind of on Hondas.
Yeah,
when he was, privateer guy doing it.
I miss that era of Supercross. I really like the whole team colors of MDK.
Yeah,
for sure. Do you follow Supercross, motocross? Do you like those?
And I honestly, in the last like 5 years, I really haven't.
No, okay.
Just probably since 2013, 14. That kind of era, I feel like just kind of faded out.
The Ryans.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Dunge Villapoto battles.
The Dungy.
Yeah, the Dungies.
I couldn't tell you one person right now that, besides like, the obvious, but
yeah.
I mean, like the 250 class. I don't know any kids in the 250.
I can't even keep up with that. And I watch. I know Alex Martin. I know Jeremy Martin.
Yeah, but they've been there for 20 years.
But Martin Davalos has moved up finally, so now I don't know him in there anymore.
Yeah,
that's a pretty steady paycheck though, man. Like I don't know exactly how.
Not in the 250 class.
Well, yeah. I mean, McDonald's is steady, but
yeah. Well, that's true.
I mean, hopefully they're getting contract money because that's
a whole bunch of them are missing right now.
The only steady that's coming out of that class.
The 250 class right now is falling apart.
Yeah,
both coasts.
You want a 250 ride? They're available.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Aplenty. Yeah. If you have a little bit of skill, they're taking applicants at a lot of.
But it's been fun because a bunch of no-name dudes that are all of a sudden top 10 guys on the East Coast. You know what I mean? Like that was crazy.
Yeah,
Josh Osby and
like a leveler playing field.
Yeah. You just eliminate fast guys.
It would have been a good time for Carson Brown. Only he dislocated his elbow.
Dislocated elbow.
So we're going full circle here. We're going full circle.
Circle back.
Yep.
Circle back.
That's how smart I am. That's what I do. What do you got? What do you got, Crater?
I don't know.
Two houses.
Travis, tell me about. I've seen some. I looked back. Actually, I think I looked back at being selfish. I feel like I was looking back at my Instagram and just going. I went through all my pictures, and I'm like, wow,
What a weirdo.
that's pretty crazy. So again, I was doing some research. I went through a lot of your photos and stuff. You got you're part of the 12 o'clock boys. You got that shit on lock with the wheelies. He's a fender scraping motherfucker.
You know who else used to do wheelies?
Not me on the Centennial Trail.
Nah, you did. You did one. Evil Knievel. He used to do some wheelies. Just saying.
Not like Travis.
No, but I mean, Travis ain't doing it on a Harley, and it ain't
That's true, man.
a lot of Evil never saw anybody do a 12 o'clock wheelie. So
yeah. I mean, true that. Different time.
Yeah.
I can't imagine jumping Evil's bike off a fucking flat ass ramp with no safety deck in a mall parking lot.
And like the U-shaped handlebars, so they're like your hands are tucked back in, big old tall.
I don't even know who thought that was a good idea. Like, I mean,
dude, it's like you're sprinting with a fucking wheelbarrow. You know
It is. It's so perfect. Yeah. Beach cruiser handlebars.
Yeah.
Terrible. No, I got respect for that, and I do hate that people like talk shit about distances now and like, oh well, Evil. Whatever.
It was
but it's
such a different time. It was
and I will say right now, I don't know. There's a couple maybe long distance jumpers that would have tried to get on a bike like that and done it. You know what I mean? Like the mentality of them now.
Enslow, he's done.
Right. And that's what I mean. Like there's certain guys that would have done it.
Yeah.
But I would guess that there's a huge number of these guys that jump pretty far.
Yeah.
And would have never done it on the bike Evil is doing it on.
I wouldn't have. Not even a small gap.
No. Thing's a tank.
No.
Well, this is coming also from the kid that's jumping a couch back in the day in OJ and shit. Like he's like, yeah, I wouldn't do it on that fucking Harley piece of shit with no suspension. It's like I'm just gonna do it on my 82 fucking Ski-Doo, 80 miles an hour. We're gonna send this bitch.
I'm gonna send it.
So have you seen the video floating around right now? The dude comes flying down the road on a snowmobile. He's like in the ditch next to the road and hits a huge whatever.
Yeah.
And he lands flat in a field. Like it's no big deal. He must have jumped 100 feet or more.
Was it planned?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
He was going for it.
That guy, I think his last name's like Bergmark. He's Sweden, I think. Don't quote me on that.
Huh,
but,
allegedly.
I've seen videos of him like doing huge flips. Maybe half that height to flat. It just blows my mind. I'm like, dude, that's my back watching that.
But just, the suspension has come so far on these snowmobiles. Like,
yeah.
Well, not necessarily. Like, you still have about the same amount of travel. I don't know. Like, I've gotten to ride a lot of the new snowmobiles, and then I still wouldn't. There's no way I would do that. Like, that guy is a whole nother.
Well, he's probably also not jumping on frozen lake beds.
Yeah.
From the looks of it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It might be given the ground, too.
But again, let's talk. Like, are you double flipping a snowmobile? Are you front flipping a snowmobile? Like, no. Doesn't sound fun. No. Yeah, no part of it.
He's doing it on a mountain machine, which is not intended to jump.
Right.
He's doing it with like a long track.
Right.
Okay. Yeah,
he was not on.
He's on a big.
I will say he was not on. These the ones they're jumping are like short track.
Yeah.
Way smaller.
Still, psychopaths.
Well, right, but they're designed for it. But this guy he jumped so far to flat, like I couldn't believe it. And he's just on a mountain sled. Yeah.
The camera guy's watching, and he's like jumping.
No, it was out of. Yeah, it was like Excite Bike. If you had the.
I'm gonna have to see it. You're gonna have to show me. You're gonna have to show me.
What you call it? The thing you plug the Excite Bike in on the Nintendo. Game Genie.
Game Genie.
Yeah.
Oh, the old Game Genie.
Because you could jump out of the screen.
Creator's bringing shit back.
I'm not even that old. That's what's funny.
Yeah.
I was a little too young for that. But again, my dad was a cheap ass, and I had a Nintendo, and everybody else had a Sega 32X or something.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
I'm pretty sure I was like finally getting a Super Nintendo when like the Dreamcast and PS2s were coming out.
Yeah, exactly. I used to go to my buddy's house to play PlayStation.
My family was not up on technology. Yeah. We didn't have cable. Yeah, it was.
No, see, my dad got into computers though.
Yeah.
So I will say,
at
one point we had motocross madness.
Oh yeah, I think I remember
But
that.
we had it on 2 computers that you could race each other in network, like way before.
I feel like you bring
Way
this up.
before.
Yeah, way before you.
Like,
I feel
I mean,
like you
like
bringing this
90,
up. You should be
95,
fucking
96.
way better at doing
No, I said
all
my
this
dad.
podcast shit.
Said my dad's in
for me.
Yeah, my dad. Not me.
Travis,
Yeah.
I have a question. So I said, you were jumping your 82 snowmobile 80 miles an hour, and that just reminded me of another post I saw on your Instagram of 88 miles an hour. What is what's that Back to the Future DeLorean? That was a long time ago, I think, in your thing, but
Yeah. So, man, you know what? That was like
Stalker. I for sure went full stalker on him.
Shit, dude.
Yeah,
Like
see,
2,000 bucks, man.
I'm doing research, bro. It's called research.
So,
Oh, fucking stalking.
Yeah. What's your address?
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't give him any more information than your phone number.
Yeah.
That might be
yeah.
enough.
I'm gonna be looking out the window.
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah.
He's there. So that's the owner of the Tint Factory in Billings, Montana.
Okay.
He's tinted a couple vehicles for me, and I think he built that actually. He built it or he bought it, but it's like a full replica of a Back to the Future car, like down to it.
Yeah, it looked pretty legit. I mean,
Oh.
Yeah, like, take a micro, like take a caliper out and like shit's dialed in there. Like everything works supposed to be. Like everything works.
it looked
Is
legit.
it a kit car?
No, I think it's a
Because I heard
DeLorean that
it's
he
actually a DeLorean that he just made into
made into the Back to the Future car. But it's, I mean, it looked pretty.
correctly.
Yeah.
Like even the hose color is correct. And like all the prop stuff, it's crazy.
It wasn't no fucking Walmart build, like, dude.
It wasn't a kit car.
No, but well,
Yeah.
I mean,
And it was like
It's
it's one of those builds too, to where he's like, "You want to see something cool?" And I'm like, "Sure." What am I gonna look at? You never know what people have in the back of the garage, So
Right.
we walk back there.
I've been tricked and duped many a times with that old gag. Like, son of a bitch! It's just
Not me again.
another penis.
You get back to like an empty room with a black leather couch.
Yes.
Like, where have I seen this?
Yes.
Oh,
Ball gag. You're like, oh boy, here we go.
not again.
Not again.
Oh man.
Damn it!
How do I keep falling
I
for
always get
this?
fooled.
Oh man.
Yeah. So, back in your racing days, did you have a number? Were you number 384?
Yeah. It was.
Where'd that come from?
God, he's just going, God, this guy knows
dude, I
way
got
too much
research.
about me.
I put some notes down tonight.
Here's another story that's pretty funny. I bought a used dirt bike to race, and it had the number 384 on it, and I'm like,
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm
And
not taking this guy's number. It's
I'll
mine
type
now.
that.
Yeah.
Now I bought this motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's my number.
I'm like, it's mine.
Goddamn right.
Put it down in the registration, dude.
Yep.
384. Not even look at that shit, dude. This is how permanent it's stuck.
Look at you. There you
No
go.
shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
He said, I like that one.
Yeah.
I'll go
Yeah.
with this number, yeah. Plus,
I
it
still
saved
think-
you like $12 in buying numbers.
Yeah, exactly. At the time, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Well, these were preprints. Like back in that area, you could buy like from Decal Works.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
$40.
Oh, there, yeah. All right. I was thinking maybe they were the old dirt digits. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like these were nice. So I'm like, all right,
Right.
I'm keeping these.
These are legit.
Yeah.
These are good.
These are top quality.
These cost as much as the plastic.
We ain't peeling these bitches off. We're just
Oh, yeah.
running that number. I love it.
That's awesome.
I think I actually ordered a matching set for my other bike too.
Yeah, at that point you gotta. You're like, now it's mine. Boom. Now it's mine.
I remember showing up to the local track, and the other guy still had 384, and he's looking at me like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
It's just that dude to make it for real,
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, there you go. I've done that before too. I've heard good people are like, I'm gonna get this tattoo. I'm like, fuck, that's a good idea. I go out the next day. I'm like, bam, like, hey, I already did it. They're like, you motherfucker. Well, don't talk about it. Be about it, bro.
Be about it.
Yeah,
That's right.
go do it. Quit talking. You fucking.
Better,
I'm
better
gonna
than
go.
Look Factory than Beef Factory. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. See, home and shit, right there. Home and shit. Fuck, hang on. I gotta pull up this picture real quick because I have
God.
another thing on my phone that's fucking a
right.
great dude. Okay, look at this guy. Look at this guy, dude. Look at the front. I mean, what's happening? Okay, Trav, we gotta talk about this
I mean,
picture. It's called
It probably happens a lot.
it's
but
called suspension check, and you are
Well, Is it on a Honda going up a ramp?
Yes,
with a front flat
and a clap. I mean, what is going on here, bro? Like, we need to talk about this.
Let's see.
That is sketchy.
Yeah, sketchy. I think I just didn't have air in my tire. You know, it's hilarious. Like, it was just a flat,
Do you have fucking gas in your bike or just winging it? Like
that exact ramp is where the majority of my crash checklist happened.
Oh shit.
Dude, just right there. I crossed off like the FMX handbook, all like your to-do. Like, oh shit, miss a fucking double grab, check.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
Leave the gas off on your YZ.
Worst things you could do in FMX. Let's all check them off the top 10.
Not put air in your front tire.
Yeah.
Not measure the ramp. Check.
That looks good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it looks good.
Oh man.
Jump in severe wind for the first time. Check. Like it's just,
right.
I like it. Well, you're checking all the things off. I mean, maybe not the right boxes,
and still surviving to check them off, so that's good.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's how you got to get 2 shows. Is you got to like go through every fucking worst case possible scenario to be relaxed enough to go in a scenario that's gonna suck. Yeah. You ever been to a show and been like, yeah, that was just awesome. I could ride that setup every day. Like,
yeah, the best thing ever. Like, this promoter fucking really had us in mind when he was putting this together. Like, he's really thinking about the riders. Fuck, he actually paid us extra. Like, the landing is huge. There's a runway. There's like a...
Right.
You don't even have to fucking hit the brakes because you just run out. It's endless.
It's endless.
It's endless.
Right?
This is like Robbie Knievel shit.
It's not like, hey, why don't you guys fucking take some Coca-Cola cans and spray them on the concrete?
Yeah, hopefully
and
that
it should
tacks
make
up.
it sticky enough that you guys can maybe get traction to hit the ramp. Like, no, that never happens.
Who's the first guy who thought of that shit?
I have no idea. I don't. Yeah, who's like, let's take some Coke?
No, you know what?
I'd be like, what kind of Coke we got?
I think it came from the supermoto world.
Okay.
Really?
Do they do that? What do they do that for?
Something about trying to get the rubber to bite and get it to stick to the ground.
But where do they put it? Just in the, I mean,
Supermoto on the concrete.
In the concrete corners, they just dump Coke all over the supermoto tracks are pretty large. Like, they're usually
right. They just do it like in a groove. They take a
yeah in the race line
and
or
also
whatever.
and also I believe the police used to carry a case of Coke in the trunk of their cars.
That was what? Yeah. I've heard this too. What was that?
It was for cleaning blood off the highways when they got dead animals.
Yeah,
and things.
Yeah. Apparently, Coke is a pretty toxic chemical.
And also,
both of them.
And also, a little darker than I'm probably allowed to talk about. Can't be too white.
Yeah. No.
Don't be too white.
No.
Don't be so white. Something like that.
Well, luckily I'm native, so I mean.
There you go. We got it.
About it.
Well, you're already being less white than me then.
I was born into it.
There you go. See.
Privilege. Non-white privilege.
Non-white privilege.
Would you be offended if I was wearing an Indians hat tonight?
Ooh.
I mean,
is that still a team?
Yeah.
What's that?
The Indians.
The Cleveland Indians.
Yeah.
No, not anymore. They can't talk about it. Not.
That's what I'm wondering. Is it still in? Because they hadn't done anything about that.
Those are my guys. Like, I love the Indians. I love Chief Wahoo, but now it's inappropriate apparently. But I still wear. I have a few Indian hats left.
You okay? Your lips getting tight? They look good.
I'm just having a stroke. It's all right.
Just having a stroke.
No big deal.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I find it really weird that from my point of view, it's just weird that they're just trying to wipe it clean. Like, it's. I don't know. Like, I kind of find honor that we're still, you can still use, like, it's something to be proud of. Like, hey, this chief is named after this team or something.
That was the intention back in the day. Right. Like, they named a Major League Baseball team after in a sign of in a show of respect. They're like, we're gonna and now people are just like, oh, it's that wasn't the intention. That wasn't the meaning. It was.
Well, I mean, like the Braves.
Yeah.
Are they going to have to change their name? Or the Chiefs going to have to change their name? Or what's the other one?
I think they are.
What's the other one? What's the one that just was the nameless team? In the NFL. There was a football team. They didn't have a name.
Redskins. Washington Redskins.
Yeah, that's the Redskins. Yeah.
Yeah. Can't be Redskin.
Yeah. So
they're just the Washington football team now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, Michigan's fucked because every city in Michigan is named after a chief.
Right. Well, I mean, Seattle. Seattle is the mispronunciation of a chief.
I heard
literally.
I heard the other day there because now they are, we have to figure everything out. So there was a park, and I think it was like Franklin Park. I'm
sure. Yeah.
Instead of so they switched it. Instead of like Ben Franklin Park, now it's like Anita Franklin Park, who was like a black, whatever. I'm definitely fucking the story up.
I heard a good one the other day though. We were talking about Aunt Jemima at my house. You saw that? That bottle, right?
Yep.
Well, I saw a post where a black woman posted on Twitter or somewhere and said, like, I think it's more racist that because she's black, you're taking her name off the bottle.
Yeah.
Like, that's even more racist, right? So it was just this, I hadn't thought about that. I thought it was ridiculous that they were doing it, but
yeah,
it's weird. It's all weird.
It's almost like, like singling them out.
Yeah.
Singling, I mean, the label. They're just searching for areas to single out labels.
Yeah, cancel culture.
Yeah, like how bad is it really hurting you that it's called Aunt Jemima fucking syrup?
Well,
like, is
Aunt Jemima was a real person famous for making pancakes. Like, that's a real thing.
Or the fucking Cleveland Indians. Like, is it really hurting you that it's called the Cleveland Indians? Like, really?
Yeah, it's weird.
That's what you're worried about that in your life? Like, that's your deal?
Pretty weird. Yeah. We're getting pretty political and off topic here.
Yeah. We are. True.
It's just your typical average.
Freestyle motocross podcast. I mean,
what do you expect? That's what we do.
Let's. I'm gonna go full stalker mode again.
Nuh-uh.
Yep. Let's talk about the bag truck.
Ooh.
Did you build that thing? That was pretty sick. Do you still have it?
No.
I was going to say, not the look on his face.
Yeah, that's a bad thing to bring up. Sorry. I suck.
No, I've just been really missing that thing in the last couple of weeks.
It was pretty legit. Yeah.
I was like the second or third owner, and I fucking used that thing, man. I put like 20,000 miles on that thing, hauling my dirt bikes around Montana, just locally. It was fun, dude. I'd drag frame in the thing. It was built by, I don't know exactly.
Sparks.
Yeah, dude, I could lay sparks. I could start forest fires for days.
Nice. Allegedly.
Hey, it was in Idaho. I was at a race.
Yeah.
And we're in the middle of nowhere. It was like the potato cup or something. Like, literally, like it was seriously like the potato championship.
This?
It was between. It was some summer race. Like,
professional?
It was Yeah.
All right.
It was like pretty early. Like, this might have been 2000 when I first turned pro.
Okay.
But the Spud Cup or the Spuds, it was something.
Is Jimmy Lamassus there?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I'm sure Jimmy was there. Cole was there, and
punching people.
Yeah,
love it.
So, but we pull in. We get there late from whatever we were doing. We pull in at like midnight, 1 a.m, the day before the race.
Okay.
Maybe we're like a full day early, even maybe. But either way, place is empty. It's in the middle of nowhere, and we hear this truck coming down the road, and you can hear it just grinding. Dude is shooting sparks. He's on a wheel, and literally it's lighting the ditch on fire down the road. And so
he's on a rim. He's not dragging frame. He's just on a rim.
He's on a rim.
Yeah.
But he said forest fires.
Yeah,
he's actually starting fires. It's the middle of summer.
Who is this?
Oh man.
Oh, you don't know?
No. Yeah. So then all of a sudden, cop cars come flying down the road, and then there's a fire truck like in tow. Yeah. More than one of them putting fires out as they're trying to drive down the road behind this guy. Yeah. I mean, they were like 15 minutes behind. These fires were legitimately like getting taken off into farmers' fields and shit.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It was crazy.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
I had to put out a fire earlier this year. We were on our way to a show, and there was 3 of us in the van, and we come around the corner, and I kind of seen this trailer like get a little out of control going over this bridge, and it just looked funky. I'm like, oh, that's weird. Didn't really dawn on me. And I get closer to it, and there's a wheel like from a dually, 2 tires attached, on fire, and it's just like the trailer is skidding to the side of the road, and it's just same thing, like starting fires. And I'm like,
God.
Oh man, we need to get this tire off the road. It was like kind of in between some guardrails on a blind corner. There was a bunch of bikes and stuff coming and other semis. I'm like, man, somebody's going to get hurt here. So I thought I could just like move the tire. I lifted the tire up, and the fucking thing like burned my entire facial hair off. Right?
Oh, God damn it.
Is the guy just continuing on down the highway, oblivious to all of this? Or
no, he finally gets like pulled over, and his trailer, I think, is on fire.
Yeah,
so he's trying to like put his – it was a like a dually pickup pulling a big gooseneck trailer with like a commercial load on it.
Oh.
And this guy's like, I think he's like trying to get the fire under control or something's going on over there. But I'm like dealing with this tire. I see when he stopped. I'm like, dude, there's no way this guy's going to keep driving.
Yeah.
I wanted to like chase him down, but deal with this. And he got stopped. So that was good. Trying to put this tire out, get it off to the side of the road. And by then, like the whole side of the road's on fire. It's just out of control. And I see the fire department coming and we're already late. I'm like, all right, boys, like, let's get back in. Let's go.
Yeah, we got to go.
It's one of those like, what the hell moments, like, did that really happen?
Yep.
I feel like there is a lot of those
We were
over the
driving
years.
down the road in Enumclaw or in Maple Valley, and that we drove by that hay, the truck with the hay on the trailer. Remember they were just throwing hay off the back of it?
Yeah.
On fire?
Yeah, yeah.
And it catches on fire just on a summer day for no reason because stacked up.
Also, possibly the time I think we might have allegedly stolen a Christmas tree. Was that the day when that person I-90 comes?
Oh, I don't think it was.
Okay, different time. But
Yeah.
someone was coming straight across. At
Yeah, they
us,
like
through the grass
They
field.
hydroplaned off the road on I-90 on their side through the median.
There's a big median though,
yeah,
like
it's a big wide grassy
yeah.
median through there, sliding sideways, and then was up in our lane.
Yeah, just coming at us. I'm like, oh boy,
And I
these
was
guys are fucking
so-
off-roading. These
I
guys
was
are off-roading.
so about to fall asleep,
Yeah.
struggling.
It was-
and him and the other guy in the truck were like, whoa!
Was this at night?
Yeah,
it was like 6 in the morning,
Yeah, it
like
was like
coming
4 or
home
5
from
in the
driving.
morning
The race ended in whatever fucking Missoula at 10 o'clock, and we hopped in the truck and fucking drove all
Drove to
night.
Seattle.
Yeah.
But
One of those nights.
But yeah, and I look up and I'm like, what? Like,
Yeah.
look, I'm driving, everything's fine.
Like, you didn't see that fucking guy? Like,
yeah,
whew, Jesus.
yeah, it was bad.
Ooh,
That shit is
Jesus.
scary, man. That's one thing, like getting it to travel and drive as much as you do. You see
Yep.
a lot of road accidents. You're so just aware of driving. Like driving is the most dangerous part, I think, of any.
Oh,
any
100%.
job.
Especially
you-
towing and shit, man.
Do you know
Yeah.
how many miles you've driven? How many, like...
I've tried to do the math, and
Yeah.
I think like probably realistically like 600,000 to 700,000 in the last 10 years.
Yeah. How many states have you been to? Do you know? Oh,
Probably like 45-ish.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I haven't been to Maine,
That's the one I haven't been to.
like anything Vermont. No, no. I don't think Vermont or up. Like
Oh.
those couple
Yeah,
little
the
states,
small
Rhode
ones
Island.
over there, yeah.
Yeah. Or,
That's some Derek Berlew. You're friends with that guy. That's his neck of the woods.
Yeah.
Up in that.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's definitely been I would love to ride Brody Wilson's house. Like I would love to make it to
Yeah.
Massachusetts. It
Up
would
into Mass.
That place is awesome. He keeps that place so groomed. Like when you think freestyle course and you think textbook, like that's it.
Yeah. How much property does he have? I don't know if I'm familiar with that compound. Like, I can't think off the top of my head what it looks like. It's
I think he's
beautiful.
got, it's pretty sick. A lot of sunset shots. Everything's like perfectly manicured. It's got lots of ramps set up, dirt hit. I don't know how many acres they have there, but that course is sweet. I've never ridden it, but looking at it, I feel like I know every angle of that course from just photos and watching footage and stuff. You try and visualize what it would feel like or be like to ride there.
Yeah. For sure. Hopefully one day you make it out there.
Yeah, that would be sick. I'm just like itching for a road trip, honestly.
Yeah.
Just a road trip, I don't know. Thinking about going and riding in Utah maybe the next couple weeks.
Nielsen. Probably just itching to get back to normal, like some sense of normalcy where you're doing the things that
Yeah, that you love to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, just I don't know. Any kind of like spectator sport would be awesome, any concert or event like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Anything, just like getting desperate, man. I'd even go to a comic show.
Yeah.
Or like
Exactly. Anything at this point.
like an open mic night or shit. I'd even go to karaoke, man.
Yes.
Getting desperate.
If you have a glory hole booth, I'll go.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
Oh,
What do I have to do?
Yeah. Mr. Hands.
Yep. I had something I was gonna ask. I lost my train.
It's not written down over there.
No. Oh well. I mean, I can talk
Wait,
about.
let's go with. Let me pick one.
Nope. We talked about most of them. I'm pretty
Nasty
sure
leg injury.
That was there you go. That's where I was going.
Oh man.
And
I want to go.
Well, we like to know about all the injuries, really.
We heard about a few. I mean, shoulders and fucking elbows dislocated.
Yeah.
It's a pretty
terrible.
brutal one. Makes my dislocated broken elbow story feel like a piece of shit, kind of. But
well, because you're a pussy.
Yeah, I get it.
You only did
one.
That's
like the next one you cross off on like the FMX booklet. Like the how-to. It's like, you get some sort of puncture wound or like a open wound of some sort. And that one was pretty disgusting. Like I can remember how it smelled.
Oh, gross!
It was one of those. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it took about 6 to 8 months for it to fully heal and close.
Wow.
What happened? Like, what was the story?
I was snowmobiles in the backcountry in Cook City, Montana, with my friends Dustin and his sister Kelly, and we were just having fun. Just dinking around, playing like nothing serious. I was trying to do like a 180, just kind of back into like a re-entry is what they call it now.
Mm-hmm.
Man, like I don't know exactly what happened, but the clutch ended up like nicking my shin. Like I fell back into the rear, like underneath it as it was coming around, and it just happened so quick. The side panel, it was on like a 2008 Ski-Doo, the XP chassis with it had like a really flimsy side panel, and it just came through the side panel and like chewed up my shin guard really quick, and actually it took probably like maybe a little bit bigger than a golf ball size hole out of my shin down to the bone.
Brutal.
And I didn't feel it, as crazy as that sounds.
Well, no, that doesn't sound. That kind of makes sense. Yeah.
It was just like I was in shock. Like it just felt like it got like hot. Like something's not good. I reached down there and like I could feel like where the knee guard, the plastic, and
where
stuff
it used
was.
to be.
Yeah, it was weird. I had gloves on, and I started walking, and my shin just was on fire. Like every time I put pressure on it, like, holy shit. My snowmobile was cruising down the hill, just gross riding itself, and I'm like trying to get down to it. Took a couple more steps, and I'm like, man, I'm definitely messed up. Like this is not good.
I gotta stop walking.
Yeah, there was a lot of blood coming out of it, and it was just like. It was just disgusting looking. Like I don't know how to describe it. You're just in panic. I was in shock at the time. I was like,
especially
what the fuck happened?
you're out. You're on a
through.
mountain. I mean, it's not like you're right up the street. Like nobody's calling 911 and ambulance can drive up in 10 minutes. Yeah. Not
even a thought at that time. I was more concerned about trying to get like down to my actual skin to see what the hell was going on.
Yeah.
And, like, as soon as I seen what happened, I was like, oh, man, like, that is not good. What are we going to do?
That's not
like,
good.
The first thing...
Anybody have a tourniquet?
We made, like, a little strap tourniquet, just out of, like, a ratchet strap. And,
that's got to be comfy to put on.
Like a sock or, I don't know, maybe, like, some cotton or something in there. But it was bleeding really bad at the time. And we got down to Cook City. And Jane at Bed and Buns, like, closed the store. I came, like, hobbling in there. And, like, she's pretty cool. I mean, she's definitely, like, the mountain mom, I think, of that area. I don't know. A lot of people don't like her, but she's always, like, treated me well. She, like, closed the store, and she's like, oh, man, like, trying to bandage it up. And she asked
Travis
me,
is
like,
hurt. We got to fix Travis.
Yeah, like, we got to make a plan here. Like, I was really in shock at the time, not really sure what the hell was going on.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, every time I looked down and I seen a hole, like I could see my bone. I could see my shin bone and like arteries and shit. Like it didn't really cut anything like that, but there was meat hanging out and it was just like
gross.
Something like to look at it yourself and realize that's you.
That's your leg,
shit.
yeah.
Can we tuck that back in there? Like,
can we put a sheet up? Anybody? Anybody hold a sheet?
Yeah.
Like I can't handle that shit that well.
Yeah,
I don't know. Other people definitely, but
yeah, my dad has that too.
Yeah.
Not into his own blood. My wife's cousin, not into seeing his own blood.
Really?
And also apparently, I can't remember if he was at the doctor, what exactly happened, but whatever it was, he was leaving this appointment, he had seen blood. He passed out in the parking lot.
Oh, fuck.
Like on the way to the car, bounced his face off the ground. Like
funny Halloween story. Fucking.
That's a face off the ground. I got it.
Yeah.
I got it.
We talked about it just this last Halloween. This guy's always had Halloween parties. He just built a new house. He finally had another Halloween party he hadn't had in 5 years or whatever. And me and my girlfriend go over, and she just went like, I think she was in socks and like running through the
She was also shit-faced.
Yeah.
It wasn't like it was
like head over body, like trying to catch up, and just plowed into like the fucking kitchen sink, like
It went down.
Yeah, down goes
Was it graceful?
What's that?
No,
Was it graceful? No.
it was a bloody nose. Is what it was.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah, maybe. Yeah, it was.
What did it sound like? Did it make a sound?
Yeah, it was brutal, but
don't remember.
I don't. Yeah, like everybody was so I'm like, how did everybody get so fucked up?
We're not
like,
as well practiced as you.
What happened? But it didn't. I mean,
I got
it
a
was
lot of training to
0
do.
to 60 real quick. Like, I'm like, I don't. Did somebody bring roofies and everybody get one
That
but
was
me?
you.
Like, no, I'll roofie myself.
I figured you
not-
brought them.
Yeah, I'm not a sharer. I mean.
Yeah, usually you got to pay for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. These are my drugs. Leave them alone.
You remember when
Sharing with you.
like, Dare had you under the influence that there was going to be people like telling you like, "Hey, I'm going to give you free drugs." Like that shit doesn't exist.
Yeah.
You guys are hanging out in the wrong place. Bellevue all the time. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. I mean,
I think if you were a good-looking bartender or something, chick, you might get some free drugs.
Yeah, and a visit to a black leather couch in a white empty room.
yeah.
Exactly. I'm talking about.
Which the new house Crater bought, I'm pretty sure a serial killer may have lived there.
Right.
There's some weird outbuildings.
We'll put 'em in the
We'll just
doghouse.
say, yeah, there's some shady shit that's happened on that property. I guarantee it.
That's a weird one.
I guarantee it. Oh my gosh. So oh fuck, did I lose my train of thought again?
You
Man.
must have.
No, I came up with a bunch more.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, no.
I was like, yeah, you got it.
Came up with all of it.
100%. No,
He's on it.
I'm here.
truth be told, I stepped away and went to the bathroom real quick, and while I was in the bathroom taking a piss, my brain was full of fucking ideas and questions. And now
Gonna
it's
write
just,
that shit down.
Yeah, well, as I was peeing, I mean, my hands were full, I mean,
Your two fingers were full.
exactly.
Yeah. You guys ever get into like the moto van scene? Would you guys travel
Yeah,
around?
no, Crater
No,
was,
I had a moto van.
he had a
That
just,
thing went all over the place.
he has a night, did you see, he has one like Holman's kind of like pretty set up, like
Yeah,
four-wheel.
mine wasn't
yeah.
as good as that. But she ran. She went where she was supposed to
Oh, yeah.
go
And
all
he-
but one time.
And he did he painted it black. It had a white roof on it.
Well, first of all, I T-boned the shit out of some lady that like blew a yield sign.
yeah.
I was driving home from Shucks or the auto parts store to do an oil change in the van because I was leaving in 2 hours to go to Vegas for
U.S. Open?
U.S. Open. Yeah,
There you go.
I was trying to do that.
I went with you.
and of course, well, I went down more than once. Was that the same one? We drove my dad's truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might
I
have
drove
been it.
down. I flew home. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think my knee was fucked up or whatever. That was the
Yeah,
same weekend. I think
you
I
may have
sorted
been,
Corey Davis.
What do they call that? Fiending.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might have been
yeah. May have been.
in the world of hurt for some pills.
Yeah. May have been
But-
mid addiction.
But yeah, I plowed this lady, wrecked my van. I was all pissed off. But so yeah, then I got it painted black because it was just a white van at that point. But then I had it painted black, but the roof was white. And then I put my number on top. Or my wife did it for Christmas one year or something.
But
But she had my number on top of the van, so it totally was looked like a cop van from the top or something.
Yeah.
No, that's pretty sick, actually.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
did you wrap it or was it painted on top?
It was a
No, it was a sticker.
Sticker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. My roof's all fucked up, and I've been trying to think, like, what can I do? That's a cool idea.
Yeah, just paint it white. I don't know what color your van is, but white roof, black
It's white-
numbers.
yeah.
Yeah.
Number
Okay.
number 384.
384 on top.
Fucking own it. I
Unit
own that
384.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of like to do,
MRU.
like 420. That way, when people are like
Hey.
flying, they're like, "Huh, that's funny."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or I'm like passing like a school bus or something. That'd just be fucking funny.
Yeah.
Only
Or you get the aerial shot from the track. You got the kid with the drone that's doing the video from whatever the show. You can find your van over there because it's got your number on it.
Years ago, I worked at a U-Haul that was also close to a harbor for like seaplanes or whatever. And we may or may not have. I was probably 18 at the time, but I worked with a guy that was probably in 30s. He was grooming me, apparently.
Degenerate.
He just fed. So we drank a lot at work, and at one point we decided we thought it'd be funny if we drank Bud Light bottles, and we just threw them up on the roof. And so there's like 400 Bud Light. The seaplanes coming over could see the top of the U-Haul roof is just covered with Bud Light bottles. Like,
you guys just thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Even though you didn't know a single seaplane pilot or anything.
No, I was 18. Like I said, this
is just something they're looking at those bottles.
Yeah, like those guys are savages.
As they pile up.
Those guys are savages. That U-Haul is getting it.
Look at all those beer bottles.
Yeah.
As they pile up on top of the roof.
Fucking degenerate.
We are way
alcoholic.
the fuck off track again.
Yeah. Hey, so talk to me about what was the gear you wore? Did you have any sponsorships? What was your favorite?
Let's see. I've definitely had a couple deals and stuff as far as like cost on gear. Usually the dealerships that I've worked at, I've gotten, I guess, discounts through there.
For sure.
Now, some current sponsors that I have are Powerful Foods. Those are really awesome. They just their health food brand. Primarily in proteins through yogurts, Greek yogurts. I
need to learn more about this for real talk.
For real.
Hang on, give me 1 second. 1 second.
Yeah, talk to me. Preach it. Hey, I'm listening. I'm all ears. Yeah. I also do.
This old brick house with some.
I like brick.
What do they call that with the windows like that? I can't think of it. It's a funny name.
I don't know. You're the fucking real estate agent. You should know this.
I know it. My wife wanted them.
Boom. Right here.
Hey, bitch.
I like it.
Hey, bitch.
Right? Think outside the box.
Yeah.
These guys have been sending me care packages for the last year with no contract, just via Instagram.
Nice.
That's amazing. Where are they out of? What's their story?
I don't really know much about them. They're really, really corporate. They give me, a certain amount of demands. I got to mention them in a story. Pretty much just help them influence them through Instagram. It's super easy.
For sure.
I feel like if I didn't ride, I'd still have this.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It sounds funny, but that's a lot of money. That you don't have to purchase. It's already for you.
Food would be huge.
Yeah.
I really, I don't know. Sometimes you definitely get sick of drinking the same stuff over and over, but
hey, it's like
you can definitely get off.
What do you think? What do you think the Rockstar and Monster Energy athletes are drinking on the podium?
Right.
I know,
Tour water in a fucking Rockstar can or Monster can. Let's not shit ourselves. I mean,
they may actually be putting recovery drink in them by now. Some of them got water bottles.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's true.
But I mean, it's all
it's
fucking
not Monster,
it's
though.
smoke and mirrors. Smoke and mirrors.
Eli gave it up when he dumped the one all over his head one day.
Yeah.
People figured it out. You don't remember that? It was outrage. People couldn't believe it, dude.
People
Their minds
still
are
get
blown.
shocked when they come out and see I have a couple fucking whatever, and they're like, "What? Is this water?" I'm like, yeah.
I know where those came from. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure.
I don't know how many rock stars or how many energy drinks do you have to drink to realize all right, man, what am I going to do with pallets of energy drinks?
Yeah.
Right.
At some point,
Give them out to friends and
start selling them.
drunk chicks at parties. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Start selling them. Set up an eBay store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mix them with vodka. I mean,
There you go. You can do that.
Yeah.
The government says you shouldn't.
Yeah. Government says a lot.
Uh,
So shout out to that company. What was some of your favorite gear you wore?
All right, dude. I definitely know this. So my favorite gear I've ever wore is Darius brand. This would have been the era probably 2013, 14, 15.
Do you know what that is? I've never even heard of this.
Yeah, no, it was a short-lived deal though, kind of, huh?
Yeah, I don't know this brand.
So yeah,
I don't know if it's still around now, I guess, but I do remember this stuff.
He sold the company, and the company, he moved on to bigger, better things.
Sure.
And his last years, he produced gear which was my favorite gear. It was so comfortable. It didn't stretch. Like, for some reason, this gear, he just got this shit, like, dialed. It was not like any other gear. Like, I'm sad that he isn't around to produce this stuff anymore. It just felt like that good fair, like when you put it on, it just is right. You don't have to like break it in. You're not like constantly fighting it or tucking your jersey in. Everything, like the shoulders were right. Like I'm built like a brick, dude. I'm so wide, and short.
What's your dimensions? What do you weigh in at? What's your height?
Wait.
Right now we're like
180.
2. He said 2.
Oh, he said he was 100 pounds heavier earlier. He was 280.
What's your height though? I don't know how tall you are.
I think I'm like 5'10".
I'm 4'2". Well, fuck.
5'10", 5'11", and how much you weigh?
200 right now.
Oh man.
Oh my God! Hang on.
That's me.
I have to put the fucking brakes on real quick.
That's me.
I just made a thing, dude. Johnny was out on a date with the chick. You know who was at the restaurant? Do you know that 90-day fiance? That fat fuck. The guy. Apparently he was there. Do you know who that is?
No, I know the show though.
Yeah, Google him. His name is Big Ed. He's a real piece of work. I'm like, Johnny, you guys are gonna be like twins, like you be Schwarzenegger, this guy's DeVito, like just tag teaming bitches in Southern California.
Big Ed.
Yeah, guy's a piece of work.
Big Ed, that's funny shit.
Yeah, he's gotten like no chins at all. Like,
no man,
he's a mushy character.
Mushy character.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Hilarious. So
Darius.
Yeah, what was some of the other brands you wore?
Connoisseur, they're like my current brand. They got a really good thing going, man.
Yeah?
Like I was saying, their goal is to get to produce gear and to help people be able to take it, from the level that they're at to the next level. Whatever it may be. If it's...
I didn't know they were a gear company. I just thought they were a clothing company. They make gear.
Yeah, they want to get to the point where they can make gear.
They want to get to the point where they're producing gear. I think across the board too. Like get into like probably snow pants, jackets, stuff like that. Like just expand. Take over like action sports via Weed Farm.
Yep.
Be able to really produce stuff, because that's the hardest part. I feel like is financial backing.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, for sure.
It's tough. It's tough to start a motocross company, especially right now. It's a smaller sport than it was 10, 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even 2 years ago, I feel. Fuck, I mean.
Yeah. The price of bikes is skyrocketed.
Yeah,
Silly.
it's $10,000 to get. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Where are those guys out of?
They're out of right here in Bozeman.
Nice. Yeah. Do you know those people? Yeah, good friends or?
I do.
Nice.
A friend named Dwight Dillon actually got me connected with the Moans, and they are the owners of Connoisseur. Dwight and Matt Dewar actually help promote the company and take their Instagram account, under control. Like, they're pretty much running the company, the clothing side. So all the clothing comes from them, and all the weed that I get comes from the farm. I
was just going to say, forgive me for not being the smartest, but they also own like property that they grow crops on. Yeah, they're farmers as well. Nice. Yeah.
Their quality of weed, I mean, of course, any smoker that's getting free weed is going to say their quality.
Yeah. Amen. But
like, come on. Like,
I remember smoking weed 20 years ago, and it was like, I mean, yeah. I believe when I was 5 or 6, I smoked leaves, like rolled up weird. Yeah. It explains a lot, probably.
Yeah,
I mean,
doesn't surprise me.
Whatever was in the bag, man. You didn't ask questions.
Yeah.
It was oregano.
Exactly. Some pencil shavings.
Yep. Yeah. I may have been duped a time or two on a drug deal. Yeah.
Not
you. The old bogus. The old bunk. Yeah.
They definitely produce, I mean, it's beautiful. Like,
so let's real quick. Wait, no. You keep going with your sponsor stuff. Never mind, sorry. I was going to go somewhere else, but I won't.
Go ahead.
No.
Let's
let him finish what he's doing.
Oh, no, I was just mentioning, I mean.
Yeah,
any other sponsors. That's what I'm just saying. I don't want to jump in the middle of something you're getting.
I was just curious about
you're saving your best for last year or something.
I was curious about all the gear you wore. I'm curious about helmets, boots, like
well,
what
I was curious about maybe.
Do you wear a neck?
Maybe like his motorcycle freestyle motocross career.
Yeah. No, and
we haven't gotten too into that. I don't feel like.
Yeah. We have been fucking
way off track.
I mean, I
the
blame
whole time.
I blame it on the edible Crater 8 tonight.
I feel like I've been trying to rein it in.
So it's me.
Always.
I'm the problem.
Always.
I'm the problem.
You're starting to figure it out finally.
Fuck. Yeah, I get it.
The first step is admitting it.
Oh man, if I could, I have other questions in my mind right now that I want to spit out, but I won't.
What?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
I
so
don't even know what he's talking about right now.
yeah.
So what? Where do we like you? I'm trying to figure out. No, you.
I like Stone Crater. It's fucking
No, like
great.
where do we
Dude,
leave
hey,
off in the story last? That's how
this
far
shit
off
happens
we
to
are.
me all the time, and Crater's just
No.
a dick about it. Like fucking dummy. Like, oh, you stupid.
No, like we
I'm
talked about
hey, my
snowmobiles.
brain.
We
Like,
talked about the leg. We talked about snowmobiles, but we haven't really talked moto hardly at all.
No, we haven't.
Let's fucking find out about some FMX shit.
I know.
Hey, shut the fuck up and let him talk about motorcycles.
100% with that.
God damn it.
Oh man, dirt bikes. First freestyle show was like 2013, 14.
Who got you to do this first freestyle show on a dirt bike? Like, what was the scenario that you got roped into this event,
Right.
and where was it? I mean,
This was in Sheridan, Wyoming, actually.
Fucking Wyoming.
Yeehaw, you know?
Yeah.
Yeehaw. Dude, everybody, there's the gun to human ratio there is
yeah.
like.
Was there a bull arena involved, or I
Oh,
mean,
absolutely. It was actually a mile horse track race.
there you go.
Oh, there you go.
You had the perfect scenario except the wind, right? The wind.
Oh,
there.
yeah.
The wind will fuck you.
Damn wind.
Yeah. Rode with Kyle DeMello, Jeff Fair, legendary, and Roberto Haslam.
Haslam.
He's a PNW guy.
Yeah.
Right down there in Enumclaw.
Yeah.
I think he moved.
Did he?
Yeah,
Oh.
was he like Bonnie Lake or something?
Yeah, you might be right.
Yeah.
I hit him up recently.
He moved a full 8 miles from Enumclaw or
Yeah.
something.
Hopefully he used you as his realtor.
He did not.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah,
Son of a bitch.
that's all right.
Robert.
What are we mixing up here? What do you got? What you got going on?
We got here
CBD?
vanilla maple. No, I wish it was CBD.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got to get
Powerful
him
drink.
some CBD.
It's a powerful drink.
Hey, does that company, that weed farm, do they make CBD, or do they have...
No CBD.
No.
CBD.
Yeah.
I think
Just
the problem
good
with
shit.
CBD is
Just the good shit. Just the THC. Just the... Yeah.
we don't make that bush in it.
I ain't mad at it. Yeah. I do love the CBD, though. I mean, I'm not going to... Yeah.
It does have its purposes. I definitely love like the salves and stuff that you can just like the topical applicants.
Yep, for sure. Yeah. It helps.
One of my favorite things is they make these little capsules. The Connoisseur Farms does that. You can get in multiple milligrams of CBD and THC. You know,
Okay.
you can kind of get a little combo pack.
I've taken capsules, or like they have little like pour things that have like either 100 or 300 milligrams of THC that you just dump in a tea drink or something and mix it. Yeah. Good.
Liquid.
Yeah. Or they have capsules too. I can't remember the name. A Double D maybe is the brand, or yeah. THC. It's a good time. Good time. FMX. Crater's back. Crater's back in.
Oh yeah. So
We have
the let's see, 2014 first freestyle show. And I went a while, probably like until later that year. You know, around fair season, like carnival season, to where I started doing any other shows. That was like in April. It was pretty easy, you know. Like
Would you say you were ready for that first show, or I mean, you just
Yeah.
was it
absolutely.
mobile to mobile?
Yeah, you know, I've jumped snowmobiles to this mobile. It's huge.
Okay.
You know, so jumping a dirt bike to it was kind of a joke. It was like, man, this thing's like the ideal mobile. You know, it's like 14 foot tall. It's like 16 foot wide. Huge. It just made it really easy.
For sure. Yeah. Forgive me. I don't know. What is your favorite tricks? What's your best tricks? Do you do flip tricks? Do you flip? Do you?
I don't. So my favorite.
Understandable. I mean, hey, I'm not.
No, I definitely don't. You know, like I've done flips into pits and stuff, and I just haven't honestly taken the time. Like I need the time to conquer the fear, to get it dialed, to be able to take it to a show. You know, most people I think have the idea that, oh, you're going to go do it once and that's it. It's like, no, I need to be able to like
No, yeah.
go up and take this thing to like any sketchy setup and like mentally,
yes,
never been there.
100%. That's the mindset you should have.
Well, like you said, though, you need to check it off the list, like bad things happening, so you know how to do it correctly, even if there is a situation where,
Yeah. I don't know. And it seemed like the older I got, the less sense it made for me to like, because I always had like good jobs in between riding. I had like another source of income.
Yeah.
Right.
So a lot of the time it was just like, man, this is like quick, easy money on top of like a week's salary or something. You know? So I don't know. I was
usually tax free because they were handing you cash.
Venmo.
Venmo. This is a different era. I was it's funny. Yeah, Venmo. Paying a buddy.
I don't
just
know.
Friends.
I don't know if we ever answered the question earlier that I would like jumping back again. Like you have mechanical skills. You had a bottom end torn apart the other day? I feel like Crater is mechanically inclined enough. Yeah. He's rebuilt motorcycles, but a lot lot of people can't tighten a fucking spoke
I actually got a text the other day from a guy asking me if I could tighten spokes. So yeah, that's the thing.
There you go.
That's the thing. Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm not saying I can tear a bottom end out of a bike, but
no, there's definitely.
But his cellmate, he could definitely tear the bottom end out of.
Amen. And I respect you two for being able to 100%.
Yeah,
I get it. Where'd you get those skills? Just early on with the family?
Yeah, like my dad was, like he had in the excavation business.
Yeah,
and, being out in the middle of nowhere, man, that fucking guy, he had to go out there and bust tires loose after 6 o'clock after he let all his employees go. He was out there, welding shit together, cutting shit, like getting dozers ready, fueling shit up, and I'm just a spoiled ass kid in the back jumping dirt bikes, like ruining his equipment. So
amazing the shit we do for our kids, huh?
It is,
or that our parents did for us. Well, mine and yours.
Yeah, it's amazing how many people don't see it. Don't realize it, I guess.
Yep.
It does take a lot of work. It is a full-time sport. I'll say that. Speaking of full-time sport, did you play any other sports growing up? Were you football, baseball, basketball, nothing?
Were you always an athlete?
Yeah. Like myself. This physique.
I can't even I can't throw a ball. I can't catch a ball. I don't even know if I can make a basket. I was always like that kid on the sideline that was just kind of weird and awkward.
Sure.
I guess I don't know.
Jeff makes a basket.
Super talented.
He uses his mouth and he hopes that balls fall in it.
Yeah, it's called the glory hole. Back to that. But somehow super, super talented on a couch with front fucking sleds skis. With skis or a two-wheel dirt bike.
A Suzuki even.
Yeah, Suzuki even.
The Suzuki.
Well, okay, that's another question. What bikes have you ridden? How'd you fall into Suzukis? Just
the price,
I'm like, they're actually a really good bike for the price.
Yeah. I was trying to take everything as a business standpoint. And I'm like, all right, well, if I want to make money and actually run it like a business, as an upright rider, I need to have two bikes so I can be in two places.
Yeah.
At the same time. And to have two bikes, I'm not going to pay $20,000 for KTM's to be stock. You know what I mean?
Right.
Doing freestyle,
I'm not that privileged. You know what I mean? I got to work two jobs just to pay rent, man.
I'm sorry to say, a freestyle bike doesn't have to be that complicated.
Yeah.
A stock one with suspension and some cutouts goes a long way.
Yeah.
There's some flip levers and different
things. Shave your seat, cut your fenders, whatever you want to do.
But there's a lot of free stuff that you can modify.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's amazing what a utility knife and do.
Just let a lot of air pressure out of your front tire.
Low front tire helps, I hear.
Dude, that thing will track so straight, man.
You can't turn it, but it goes straight like a motherfucker.
It grips like a son bitch.
Like a son bitch.
Like a son bitch.
In a straight line.
In a straight line. On a fucking expanded metal ramp. Just a lot of front traction here. Heavy on the front traction.
Heavy on the front traction. Two-wheel drive almost.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
That was a bad idea. I remember those bikes.
Yeah. My favorite bikes that I've owned. Today I was just talking about one, actually. This 2015 KX450. I bought it from Let's Ride in Hayburn, Idaho, I believe.
Okay.
And that was 12 hours one-way drive for me, dude. We would buy, a friend of mine, Cody Keller, and I would buy two at a time. and cash deal, dude. They loved us, like run down there. They're like, hell yeah, they're just selling units, quantity out the door.
Yeah.
We went down there for a couple years and bought bikes like that from them, so we were able to like save money. And this is all about like budget building, man. This isn't like some privilege, like,
yeah, 100%.
We're trying to do this shit on our own. We had enough money to like get them back, and I tore mine down, like powder coated everything. And as the motor's up, my friend Justin took and polished the entire motor with like a Dremel tool. Like, I mean, just spent like all night. Like, he didn't sleep all night. Just drank Mountain Dew and ate Doritos.
Wasn't no JS7 juice?
No, he was. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, no.
He may have been doing some El Chapo, like wasn't drinking Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew, yeah.
He was doing methamphetamines.
Almost like tweakerish down there.
Cocaine.
You ever seen that Adam Sandler movie, The Jeweler?
Yeah, I did.
Yes.
Like that, like that with like cleaning, a motor up, but like just
yeah.
So
some Mitch Payton shit.
Some Mitch Payton.
Fucking yeah.
I got into the shop the next morning, and mind you, this shop was in the bottom of a salon. It sounds funny, but in the bottom of a salon, right? We rented the top out, as a salon, and the bottom of it, like after hours, I would just go in there and turn wrenches and stuff and make, like buy and sell and trade bikes and shit out of there. It was so cheap, it just made sense. They used it as storage, but I turned it into a little moto garage, a little dungeon. It was so dark and creepy.
I like it. Sounds my style.
Yeah, my favorite bike ended up being built out of this little creepy garage thing. And, man, it was just every part of it was like either green, red billet, or like polished like this black powder coat. And it was so clean. I only had it for 6 months. Like
back in the Brian Deegan, Jesse James, West Coast Chopper fucking bike days. Remember those things?
Yeah, I lost the budget on that thing.
Like
it's just every piece had to be billet.
But you loved it, and it worked good. You rode it for a few years in shows.
Yeah, and we filmed on the Pipe 7, and after that, like I just wanted to get out of it while I still, it was still fresh and low hours. I was like going into winter, and I really didn't want to sell it. Kind of like the S10 thing. It's like, man, like I could definitely get rid of this thing, but I don't want to keep it anymore. Like I kind of regret selling it, not keeping it for another year, but it was, still cool to have and like a fun project.
For sure. Hey, I have a question. Bringing up on the Pipe 7 again with Wes. He came to your place. What'd you think about that guy? Like he's such a talented dude, but I feel like he just doesn't give a shit. Like he does. I mean, I feel like he's quit. Like he doesn't care anymore. He's doing like desert trucks or whatever. But I feel like he had a short window. But the guy is. I mean, he's a talented freestyle rider. He's a talented long distance jumper. Like dude had skills, and he just
He did. I
don't know why he quit.
Where, he realized, like, man, I have all the skills that I would need to be on the level. The guy was in X Fighters.
Yeah.
Like he got to a point where he capped out. Like he wanted more money, and freestyle took up all of his time to make that money. He was like inspired by desert racing, I think, and he just couldn't make money enough of it to inspire that like desert racing habit that he needed to get over to there. Trucks are expensive.
Yeah.
It's like $250,000.
Yeah.
It's definitely no secret. Like you're not going to get rich riding freestyle, even if you're the best in the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think he just got to the point where he realized like I'm recognized amongst the world of freestyle, and I'm just capped on money, I think.
Yeah, I put my time in. I put my name out there. Like people know what I can do. People, I get it. Yeah,
we just kind of respectfully just disappeared. But not disappeared, but like stepped back away from the moto scene.
Did you hit those big jumps that he was hitting at your property or whatever? Yeah.
Oh yeah. You can't build a jump without jumping it.
Yeah. How big were they?
The two, so we have 10 jumps over 100 feet, and I think we have 4 jumps over 120, and
still?
Yeah, they haven't been ridden in probably like 6 years. The property, of course,
I got a guy. I'm bringing Crater out. We're heading to Montana tonight.
Are we?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I got stuff to do tomorrow.
Shit.
No shovel, no ride, bro.
That's right. Exactly. Can't just show up and ride.
No, absolutely. Show up. I'll take you guys riding. I got this other spot I'm working on.
No, you don't want to see it. No.
You don't want to see that guy.
Yeah.
The liability is massive once he puts a boot on, let alone
the good
a
news
helmet.
is I've been to a lot of places and broken off enough shit, and I've never sued anybody. I think the name is pretty. I'm pretty good on like. Yeah. If it happens,
Just assume you're going to sue them. It's,
Yeah, no, 100%. And I'm like, yeah, I've been in situations where I've been on someone's property and like broken, and I'm like, dude, I ain't that. It is what it is. Like shit happens. Like don't worry. And even telling them that, like they don't really know who you are, and they're still worried. But I'm like,
Yeah. I've heard of health insurance going after property owners, though.
Oh, really?
I've heard that, yeah. I know in a particular case, like I can't give out any names, but
Yep, allegedly, yeah.
Allegedly,
Yeah.
the injured person, you would say,
Yeah.
told the doctor,
Yeah,
what happened, and he just
Right.
wrote down notes, document them, and the health insurance company seen a window of opportunity.
Yep.
Just
Well,
took out.
I will say I got hurt a lot on public property. When I went to the doctor, I went in with a torn MCL, my knee, and I went in and I told him I was playing tennis.
Yeah, exactly. I just lie about my injury. I'm like, I tripped and fell downstairs. Like, I don't know. What do you want? I mean,
I crashed
broke my
in this
wrist.
little arena cross place in Indiana, and I went in and I jumped over the handlebar. I endoed over the handlebars, and I thought I had 2 broken ankles. So I go in, and they asked me what I did. And I told them I was riding my bicycle at the school down the road. And they were like, "Well, how did you do this? Riding your bicycle?" And I was like, "Oh, there's a ledge, and I had to jump off, probably 10 feet right on the concrete. Like I had to just make up some bullshit thing because my mom trained me early. Never say private property."
I'll tell you a good story. First time I saw Greg Crater's wiener, I mean, I emphasis first.
I'm confused now.
First time. So
Oh.
we're at a fucking
I know exactly what this is
yeah.
now.
No.
Damn it.
We're at the Tacoma Dome Arena Cross, and Greg's going for it in practice or something, and
Cartwheel.
cartwheels.
Dragon's back. I missed the front wheel.
I don't remember Dragon's back. Yeah. He has to go to the hospital, so he comes back with X-rays, and it's just a dick pic.
Yeah,
like realistically, because it's his
on my
hips.
hip.
Like
your dick's laying there in the X-ray.
I'm like, okay, this is a good picture, Crater.
It was worse. It was worse when I'm standing there, or I'm sitting on the bed waiting for the X-rays to come back, and I'm with my girlfriend and my mom.
Yeah.
And they bring it in and they stick it up there in the window. It's just like.
And then he comes back to Tacoma and shows Jeffrey.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I showed a lot of people.
apparently.
At that point, I didn't have nothing to lose anymore.
You're no BDJ. I mean,
Nuh-uh.
you're
No
not
BDJ.
no proud. You shouldn't be proud.
No,
Come on.
I'm not embarrassing nobody but myself here.
Yeah.
I know for a fact those X-ray tables are metal and they're always cold. Man.
You're damn right. You ain't lying about that.
Amen. You're preaching to the
You
choir.
ain't lying about that.
Yeah.
Man.
Nerves. I mean, I have a lot of excuses. I have a whole fucking.
It just doesn't get that big. That's part of the problem.
No, it's a grower, not a shower.
It ain't even a grower. It just ain't a shower.
Fool them. Tell them it does.
Exactly.
You've got to lie.
No, see, I think if you set the standard low, you got to just set the bar real low. Then they either think you're joking, or, at least then when they see it, they're not disappointed because you told them, and at that point they're already committed. So,
True.
always set the bar low.
You've
You've done a good job of setting the bar low in general.
What's that?
You have the X-ray hung up anywhere, framed anywhere?
I haven't
No,
seen
I don't
it
even
since
know where that one
day.
is.
Exactly.
That's one I've lost. I
I
don't know.
literally have the visual of like.
I have so many other X-rays, like I could pull out and show you, like collarbones and like
Where'd
whatever.
it go? Like,
I don't know where that one is.
we need to fucking do some research here.
Yeah, I maybe never got it. Like,
Find
I mean, they
that.
don't just give
You
you a copy of it.
Yes.
I had it. You're right.
Yes.
No, you're right.
Unless it was a picture I saw on.
No, because it was like pre-cell phone era. It was like 02.
Yeah, no, I saw. Yeah, like I said, it was the first time I saw Crater's dick. Not the last, but the first. I remember specifically. I mean, let's be real. Come on.
Yeah.
Final.
Hey, tell me about. So I see you have a fair amount of tattoos. What's your tattoo program? What made you want to get into that? What
Just the typical American FMX degenerate magazines that I would read.
I like it.
Trans world snuff stuff.
Yep.
I don't know, just part of the culture. Like, I just really like the tattoo culture.
Are you still getting them? You still?
I haven't been tattooed in like 7 years, honestly. I've been getting the tattoo though, honestly. Man, I don't know what to get. You get older, you're like, shit, it's gonna be permanent. You just, I don't know. I don't know if I'm fading out on it or what, but
that never happened to me. I'm like, I got any bullshit. I got an idea. I'll throw it on me.
What's your worst tattoo? Let's see.
My worst. What do you mean? Like just.
What is your least proud of tattoo?
Oh God.
Ankle.
Oh yeah. I mean.
I know this one.
Okay, so I mean, I'll tell you, like,
backstory.
Yeah. Okay, I'm 40.
He likes to get tattoos.
I'm 44
on Friday
years
the 13th.
old. I got tattooed when I was 16 years old. 15, I think, for the first time. So I've been getting tattooed, and I grew up with a lot of friends that have tattoo shops, own tattoo shops. I got a lot of whatever. We started doing the Friday the 13th thing before I feel like the Friday the 13th thing was fucking like a hit trend. So it was, like 5 or 6 of us guys, we would do a Friday the 13th tattoo every Friday the 13th, and we would try to make it have some meaning. So if it was in December, if it was Friday the 13th in December, maybe like a Christmas tree, or like there's one that was in August, it was really hot, that I have like a 13 with like a flame on it or whatever. And so I did this.
How long have you been doing this for?
I mean, I don't know, a long time.
How long did you do it for? Because you haven't done it lately.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to get to the point where I have 13 13s. I think I might have 9 or something now. I don't. Yeah, but I've been doing it, and there's only like 1 or 2 a year sometimes, and sometimes I just can't line it up or whatnot. And usually they're just quick little guys. Sometimes I'll get something else done and then just do a little one or whatever. But anyway, so this one time I was kind of out of town, and I was at this random tattoo shop, and they had this deal where, like back in the day, they used to have these things too. They had like a flash board with probably 15, 20 drawings drawn up, and you could get any tattoo for like $13 with a mandatory like $7 tip or something. I think it was something stupid like that.
You get a $20 tattoo.
Yeah. And they had a flash board of like banged up whatever. So I'm there. I'm like, all right. I'm like, again, I'm a young dumb kid. So I get this thing on my ankle. Hang on, I'm gonna have to. I got fucking long johns on right now. I'm gonna try to dig this thing out. I don't know if we can.
You ain't getting it. How you gonna do this?
I don't know if I can.
I don't know.
I might have to take a picture.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to send you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you a picture of this. So,
Thank God.
anyways, it's
I
a
want to see your reaction to it.
it's a little.
No, take a picture of it and send it to him right now. We can hear what he has to say about it.
You take a picture. Yeah. Here. No, not that phone.
Jesus, what are we using here?
That phone's too full. The memory's too full. It won't take pictures. I was hoping you just use yours. Yeah.
Oh,
Just take a picture and send it to him.
Take a picture of my random ankle tattoo.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's.
Your wife's gonna be like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, I'll have to delete this one before I get home.
Yeah, it's kind of like,
It's not as good as I thought it was. It's like
no, it's
hammered.
it's fell apart over the years. It wasn't the best. It wasn't maybe the best tattoo artist in history.
Where am I sending this though?
Send it to his fucking Facebook. Yeah, Facebook.
All right.
Instagram,
Facebook
whatever.
Messenger,
I'm sure you
we'll
can.
send it
I'm sure you can access it. However, I have his
it
phone
to-
number if you need it. I mean, you can text it to him.
There, can we just say the phone number over the air?
406.
He likes to give it out. I heard.
Yeah. As long as you're a Craigslist weirdo.
All right, here we go.
Or a Jeffrey.
Yeah.
All right, so.
It is sent.
Oh dear. I mean, tell me what you think it is
tell me what
first.
you
I
say- what you
suppose.
see there, yeah.
This will be interesting. It's coming.
Oh, it ain't there yet. Man, Facebook Messenger slow here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna blame that, not the fact that we're in a dungeon.
Yeah.
Not that we're in a.
When was the
cement-
first time you got your tattoo? How old were you when you got your first tattoo?
18, of course, rebellious.
There you go. Yep.
Did the moto, the most fucking original thing that any 18-year-old moto guy could think of.
Were the parents disappointed, or were they pumped, or did they know?
They knew it was coming. You know, they were pre-disappointed, but they were just as disappointed.
Yeah. My parents didn't know it was coming, and they're still disappointed. 100%.
Surprise! Yeah. Yep. There's two looks I can remember on my parents' face. The first time I told them I was having a child, and my first tattoo. Same look.
I like it.
That's funny.
I feel like I remember a lot of looks on my parents' face. Mostly disappointment, but
Usually.
different versions of it.
Different
Angry disappointment, sad disappointment, bitter disappointment. Like, that's an unwrapped one. I would put it in your mouth for sure.
I'm not so sure.
No, I definitely.
Oh God.
Did you get it yet? Picture's not coming through? Fucking Crater. Text it to him, God damn it. Here, I'll give you his number off air here. Let's see. Here, the first one right there is his.
Yeah. I'm sure TSA's probably got a hold of that one.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're gonna want to delete this really quick. Like,
Some sort of database right now.
yeah, you're like, should I even be receiving this?
Oh, classic.
Dear. Yeah. What do you expect? I mean, okay.
Yeah, I think
Now you got Crater's number too. You can harass him.
nice.
Sent.
This is
Sent.
my worst one.
That's your first tattoo?
No, my worst one.
Oh.
Oh.
It's not even finished.
Yeah.
I just like dipped out of town on me.
Yeah. No, I've got a leg piece that's a little.
Do you still have
rough.
a neck piece that's not finished?
Yeah, I have a neck piece that's not finished. I just had to tap out. I'll get it finished. I just couldn't go anymore. Like, I pussed. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, he's laughing at your tattoo that came through.
Yeah. Okay, I get it. Yeah. So,
What is it?
What is it?
what's it say?
It looks like it said it's fucking the number 13. I don't know what it is.
So
I've never seen from that perspective.
Okay,
I'm gonna check
okay.
this out.
set of tits. Fucking, did you give it to him upside down or what?
OMG, she was what?
There you go. She's
I
got
can
it.
see.
There you go. She's got it. So it's a little girl in a sailor outfit sitting on a curb, and it says, "Oh my God, she was 13."
She was 13. Oh my god.
You get it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on the pedophile level. I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah. He loves it.
I just think it's funny.
His girlfriend had to explain it to him. Yeah. She was like, no, he's a fucking sicko.
Yeah.
Like, hang
It
up
was funny,
immediately.
now it's not.
She's like, wrong number.
Yeah. I see why the TSA was like, hey.
Yeah. They wiped the first one out. Facebook does not approve. However you sent it to him does not approve of that.
Yeah.
Zuckerberg was like, fuck this. No.
Zuckerberg said this doesn't this.
Yeah.
Oh, what do they say? God damn it.
I'm going to get blocked in the morning for a fucking month from Facebook.
Yeah, exactly.
Facebook
Sorry.
down.
You can blame me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of fallen out. It doesn't look as crispy as it did once, and it's a little cringeworthy. But I wouldn't change any of my tattoos, regardless. I mean, it is
I'd
what it
change
is.
this
Like,
one. I'd change that one.
Which
Maybe
one?
finish filling it in.
yeah, I'll finish.
Maybe finish coloring it.
It's
Is
just,
that a Cadillac symbol?
yeah.
Nice.
It's hard to see though because it's under the second chin.
You got to really get in there.
You gotta really stretch his neck out to
Oh,
see
yeah.
that one.
Yeah,
You're going to walk around like you're fucking snobby all day, you know?
exactly.
I'm just showing it.
I'm no fucking Big Ed, all neck, no chin. I have a chin. Fucking,
You got at least 3 of them.
yeah, a couple of them.
Nice. I always wanted the Caddy symbol because everybody calls me Caddy, but I can't afford a Cadillac, so I'm like, all right.
Oh, you can afford a Cadillac.
Yeah, there's cheap ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Jeff had at least 3 of them, I think.
I've owned 5 or 6 Cadillacs.
Yeah.
Have you
Some
seen the
newer, some older.
Escalade?
What's that?
Have you seen the 2021 Escalades?
No.
Oh, man.
I don't know that I've seen a 2021. I've seen a newer Escalade. They're fucking beautiful.
The technology on the inside is insane. It's like you're literally driving an iPod.
Yeah.
I don't think I want that.
Yeah.
It's pretty
man.
legit. I mean, not gonna lie, it's a fucking Cadillac, bro. Don't be mad. It's a Cadillac.
I'm starting to think I need to just go buy an XLT. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? I don't need no.
An XLT, a Lariat. Give me
No,
that
that's what I'm saying. I don't think I'm Lariat guy anymore. I used to think I wanted that, but I'm I want my windows to go up and down with a button, but that's it. The rest of the bullshit I don't want.
If I can like plug my phone in to listen to the Pandora stations that I've been making for 2 years, like that's cool, you know?
Yep.
Creator probably somewhat likes you, wants to be able to rebuild the bottom end of the fucker if it falls apart on the side of the highway.
Too many wires are bad.
Yeah. It is a nightmare. I just fully gave up. Like, I have no idea. Like, on the newer, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I could work on an older car, but like, fuck me on a newer car.
Yeah, I couldn't. Like, diesels, anything past like 05, I don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not like Bill Gates, dude. I don't know.
Yeah. Bill Gates?
Exactly.
I'm not a computer genius.
Fuck, I don't know. I didn't write micro. It's like anything past Windows 95, I don't get.
Yeah.
Amen. Hey, I'm just saying, Bill Gates got lucky because he was not a computer genius, but he did patent the shit out of Windows DOS. And he didn't design it. That's a secret.
Sexy motherfucker.
He didn't design it, but he patented that shit, and he made the money from it. That's right. Smart, but not a computer genius. Yeah, a little deceiving. Maybe stole something, but
really,
I'm not opposed.
Yeah, he didn't write DOS, but he patented it, claimed it.
What the other guy did?
Sold the shit out of it.
He fucked the other guy, didn't he? Wasn't that the whole thing with him and?
Not Jobs.
No,
I don't think Jobs did the DOS thing.
No, I don't know.
Nope.
I don't understand technology.
Yeah, me neither.
I try not to. He's actually, you know what? As bad as Jeff is with technology, he actually figured out how to make microphones and headphones and the soundboard and edit the videos to put them on, or the audio. We don't have video usually, but
yeah, we're working on it still.
Yeah,
baby steps. Yeah, we're trying.
I would really like to see you guys take this thing like live eventually.
No, for sure.
We would love to, yeah.
And yeah, we want to do more video, and I need to be better on the whole Facebook, Instagram thing. I know if anybody's listening that's listening
sort of
to more
anti-social media.
Yeah, it's not my thing. Like, it's a struggle for me to actually do it, Like, but I need to be better. I mean, I need to just because obviously, apparently, it is my thing.
He needs to pretend that this
is my full-time job.
Is his lost cat.
Oh yeah.
And he needs to work on it that hard.
Fuck. We'd be like Howard Stern tomorrow.
Right. That'd be good.
Yeah.
You'd be making more money. You'd own 2 houses too, maybe.
Yeah.
Never say no.
That's right.
Yeah, for sure.
No, yeah, that's definitely where we'd like to go, though. Get bigger. I have an audience that would even watch if we were doing it live, more so than.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We're working in the right direction. I feel
we're growing for sure. But part of our growth though is you guys. So like,
I mean,
you guys sharing the episode that you're on, and then obviously
the stories are the best.
Obviously, we'd enjoy more plugs and stuff from other guys too. But
wherever the stories go, they're all so interesting. Sorry,
podcasts. They're all really good. Like, you guys have had a lot of, there's just so much variety.
Did you say you listened to some of them?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I'm working today. I really like it. There's a variety. You really get behind like the social media image of somebody.
Well, that's our whole goal. Yeah, we want to know who you are, and we want to know the story that got you where you are, and we want to know what you're doing now, and we want to know all of it. We don't want the bullshit that. We don't want the fake image that you put out to, sell a T-shirt or whatever. We want to know who you guys are. So
again, that being said, like, I want to know. So from today on, what is your hopes, dreams, goals? Like, do you want to continue riding? Do you want to do snowmobile shows? Do you want what? Yeah, I'm fucking. What do you want? Like, but what do you want to do?
Well.
Or even for a normal job after, like, what do you want to do? What's your hopes and dreams? Or
I'm at a crossroads right now. I just found out that we're gonna have a baby.
There you go.
Last week, and
congrats.
Thanks. I had talked about just giving up, like, riding freestyle for money, and it's ironic that I found out like a week later that we're gonna have a baby. So now I've just been really pushing to try and get into my own shop. Get my own a couple guys underneath my belt, and I just want to buy vehicles, build vehicles, and try and profit from that. Try and take in as minimal service as possible. Dealing with, like I said, like dusty old brake pads and shit.
Right.
Yeah, just custom fabrication shit.
Yeah, just anything and everything. Like,
Yeah.
Mechanical fabrication doesn't matter, dude. If you brought me a school bus and were like, "Hey, I want this thing on 40s," like,
As long as it's not an oil change or a fucking brake job, like yeah. I get it.
Like, God damn it! I told you to call me. You know?
Yeah. Yep. I love
dealing
it.
with the public is tough though. Like it's it's just tough. Like everything's so technical based now that it's a slow go.
Yeah. Another question. What's the population of the town you live? Like, how big is the community you're at or whatever? Because that is another, I mean, opening your own business and where you can stretch out to or who you can reach. Like,
Bozeman is a tourist trap. You know, there's a lot of money with the university. We have Big Sky, the resort, the Yellowstone Club. There's so much money here, and it's expanding so rapidly. I'd like to see it around maybe 40,000, but I know it's definitely bigger than that after 2020.
It's a good sized city, man.
Yeah, people are moving that way, it appears, from wherever. California, Seattle, I mean, New York, wherever the shit cities.
There's a couple different business ideas that I have that I really don't want to give out yet, but
no worries.
One of them is delivery related. You know, it's got
I like it.
Like a moto van type delivery business, but for meds.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Another one would be like kind of like a concierge service.
I'll give you my address. Make any deliveries you want.
Practice here all you would like.
All hours. Yeah. All hours.
Yep, exactly.
Just try and venture out, like work for myself. Like both of my parents are business owners. It just makes sense. Like that's just, I can't.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Take orders from somebody any longer. I'm just at this point where it's driving me crazy.
Yep.
I
get it.
I love freestyle, and I'm always going to want to ride ramps and stuff and just have fun and be around the community, but I feel like I just need to, in order for me to grow in another direction, I need to maybe not close the chapter, but change the direction of the story a little.
Sure.
It's a risky sport too. Like, I mean, it's not for the, you got to kind of be all in or all out.
Right.
Realistically.
Yeah,
it's hard to do it at halftime. Like you said.
It is.
You can die. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, no joke.
I don't flip or I don't do any gnarly flip tricks.
It doesn't matter.
No.
Showing up every weekend to somewhere that's just like stressful, like I do my best work when I'm not stressed. Everybody does. They just live better not stressed. It's I don't know. For me, it became stressful.
Which is not good. Yeah, stress is a motherfucker. So, hey, I mean, it's good that you put your time in, you did your thing. I mean, I'm happy I found who you are, your story. Like I said, I creeped your shit. I looked back. I saw you've done your fair share of shows and put your time in, and you look talented to me. I was pumped. So we like to get everybody on the show. And I feel like maybe we didn't talk about the most FMX shit tonight, but it was a good talk. Like we bullshitted. Show, yeah. I had a fucking great time. Yeah. I like this guy.
A lot of laughter, a lot of bullshit.
He's Montana. I want to send you to Montana to jump all these fucking 10-pack of big jumps, realistically.
No, I don't do that anymore.
You have a 450, bro. You got
do your first vlog out in Montana.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again.
Is it a vlog or is it a vlog?
Vlog.
He says vlog too, though. He's like messing with me today.
I don't know.
And now you're saying it. I was like, is this really a thing? Guys, people say vlog?
I'm
That's the second time today that I heard it. I was like, wait a minute.
I'm old as fuck. I don't know what the kids say.
I've only pronounced the word in my head. I've never actually said it out loud. So why would it be pronounced vlog? That doesn't make sense.
Because it's like a blog, but it's a video blog.
Because it's a video blog. It's a vlog.
Oh.
Yeah. Why would it be a set of boobies with a 13 under it? I mean, I have questions too. I mean, obviously it's a little girl that just got fucking raped. I mean,
oh God.
Oh boy, we gotta end this thing soon.
Vlog. Okay, vlog. All right, I get it. Fuck me, it was my first trial, right?
No, he said it today. That's why I was like, wait a minute. I thought it was a vlog.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, maybe we talked. I don't know if he was. We may. Yeah, I said the Alex Martin vlogger.
You said vlog, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
He had a good. So the last 5 minutes, he had a little wreck this weekend. He's super concussed, and there's people like videotaping him. and he's just struggling. Like,
well, they're asking him questions, which is fucked up.
Yeah,
instead of, because he's going to repeat himself and ask all these questions anyway. But instead, they're asking him questions, just setting him up for failure over and over and over.
Yeah, they're like, "How's your brother?" He's like, he's probably at the hotel." They're like,
"Nope, he's hurt too."
No, he got He's like, "Oh, really?" And then there's a little thing that pops up like 5 minutes later. They're just like, "Oh, you're just being brutalizing this poor kid."
Yeah,
he's concussed. Leave him alone.
Leave him alone. That's the worst thing you can do with a concussion.
Right, just fuck with people.
But Alex was just fucking inhaling the CBD. He just wanted as many tincture fucking droppers. I think he did 4. Like, they're like 2's the max, and he was just
yeah. More, yeah.
He's like, can't OD on CBD.
Yeah, that's what he said. He's like, you can't OD on CBD. He's like, this fucking. He's like, I get it. I'm struggling a little bit. It's a good. Look it up, people. If
Last time I was concussed, I shorted a ramp inside of a circus tent. I moved the ramp up, and I usually never do that.
Oh God.
Was rusty. Drove all the way to Miami, Florida in a van with 330,000 miles on it. Just playing.
Welcome to Miami,
right there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Montana to Miami, dude. 38 hours. Straight to the back of a mobile.
To a circus tent.
Straight to the back of a mobile.
I woke up to a bearded lady fucking giving me CPR.
Yeah. So you want to ride freestyle.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly. Yeah. So
they said it would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Actually, that just makes it look easy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No. I mean, that's what a lot of people think when they, see any of these things that people do on TV. It looks...
Except in Africa, they think it's just CGI. They think it's just computer graphic stuff.
Well, I mean...
They don't believe guys really do that stuff.
Anything? Everything?
All, like, they were blown away when I hit the ramp the first goddamn time.
Oh, yeah.
They literally didn't think that was real. Yeah. You can see it on YouTube, but they didn't believe that was real life.
That's crazy.
It was crazy.
That is. That is. Riding out of country is just like, I've only been to Puerto Rico, but that was enough for me. Like,
no, that's a bad place to try it, probably.
Yeah. It's always sketchy.
It's sketchy no matter what.
Healthcare, the setups,
It's always going to be an adventure.
Yes, 100%. And that's why we like to get these stories out to hear.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah. We had a fun time. I feel like hopefully it turned out well. Hopefully that audio fucking hiccup in the middle. I mean, I know you told some good stories when we were on that few minutes of not in our ear. Hopefully it recorded well.
Yep.
And whatnot. But yeah, man, it was good to get to know you. I'm happy we reached out, and it was a fun one.
Yeah,
I feel like you're a local guy.
That's a long one. That's good.
Yeah,
time flew.
Yeah. What time is it? Oh, it's 10 o'clock. Yeah, this is like a 3-hour fucking thing.
With a little break in the middle there, but hopefully people can't tell because you edit it so well together.
I'm good. I'm talented.
We're gonna test that.
You won't even be able to tell.
Anybody
Anybody you want to
current
shout out or
you
thank or anything you want to say? Anything you want to? Anybody you want to tell?
No, not in particular. Not in particular. Cool. I just want to give you guys thanks for the opportunity of having me on, man. This was fun.
Yeah, for sure.
No, definitely. Thanks for taking the time. We know you guys.
Hopefully, we didn't disappoint too bad. Like I said, we didn't talk a whole ton of FMX, but I feel we got some.
Congrats on the baby. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You need to get that 384 on top of the van.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about just tattooing it on my baby.
There you go.
I would, yeah. I mean, if you're into, I have a machine. I have a machine right here in the drawer. Like I'm trying to give this guy, like, he has no. I want to give him a face tattoo tonight. He has no tattoos. I just want to go straight under
to the
eye
face.
or so. Yeah.
Yeah, my wife would be pretty hyped on that.
You probably have a face tattoo in the morning.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Roofie him.
Yeah.
Take another one of those little edibles.
My wife may castrate you if I came home with a tattoo. I'm just saying.
She was so disappointed in me when I got my neck tattooed. Like she was literally like, "You've really fucked your life up." Like
she probably as disappointed as your parents.
And this is so like, no, but hang on. Okay, so I've also gone through like a 10, 12 year like heroin habit, like, and the neck tattoo is the bad thing. Like,
Well, no, she's disappointed in those other things too, but she had 10 or 12 years to figure it out, like to kind of get along with that.
Yeah, I get it. But like, I mean, I've had a lot of other struggles and there shouldn't really be a big deal. Yeah.
Or it shouldn't have been a surprise.
I have boobies with a 13 on my ankle. I mean, let's be realistic.
We were always just
Hopes
surprised.
Hopes are not high for this kid.
We were surprised you didn't already have a neck tattoo. So I don't know why it was a big thing to her.
I'm a pussy. I waited too long. It fucking hurts. Get one.
You are a bitch.
Yeah. Talk to me then. Yeah.
That's probably what prevented me.
What's that?
So that's probably what's prevented me. The pain.
Yeah. No, it's fuck. Hey. My belly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gross, right? Tell him to pull his fucking shirt back down.
Quit getting naked, Jeffrey. No, I have a black belly button. I mean,
a black belly button.
Yeah. That's
on a redheaded man.
Yeah.
A ginger.
Fucking soulless motherfucker.
All right, well, cool. We appreciate it, man. You guys.
Yeah, we'll let you get
I don't know
going.
what time it is there, but
likewise.
You got work in the morning and shit. You got
work. Grumpy ass.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
We appreciate it. It was fun. We'll be in touch soon.
Sounds good.
Thanks, buddy.
Later.
See you.
He just closed his computer. He's like, watch this shit. Done.
Boom.
Close it.
Bye-bye.
That was good.
These guys are rambling.
Yeah.
Rambling motherfuckers. Didn't talk a word about dirt bikes.
Hardly at all. I tried. I don't want to hear about now, oh, Greg ate a fucking edible and some bullshit. Nah. I tried over and over to keep you motherfuckers on task.
I have notes here. I was on point, I feel.
Yeah, but you're asking, they're random questions. There's no, like, rhyme or reason to what those...
No, what are you talking about?
They're not in order. They're not like, oh, you did this thing in your career and this thing and this thing and this thing. They're like, oh, you got a... tell me about your bagged truck.
Yeah.
Let's talk about trucks.
He had a cool bag truck.
That's all well and good, but we're goddamn FMX, man.
I was like, I feel
it's
like
not off-track bag truck show.
I don't know if he built it, but I feel like he might be talented enough to build it. Like, I'm like, it's pretty cool fucking truck.
So that's what we wait to the end when we, like, what do you do now? I saw you had a bag truck. Do you build trucks? Now that your freestyle career is coming to an end, because we've already talked about that and the accomplishments and the things you did. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, it was a fun show. I liked it.
No, it was good.
I liked it.
It was a different format than normal.
Fucking
it was
local guy.
Completely off track the entire fucking time.
Yeah.
Which is only slightly off track from normal.
Welcome to the 3-hour club, guys.
Fucking A. Yeah, that was...
Anything else? Oh, so apparently we're waking up early, doing fucking lots of work, and then doing another podcast tomorrow night.
Yeah. Get some sleep, Jeffrey.
There you go. No, JS7, bro.
JS7 juice.
All right. I still got a whole bunch of shit up my hill.
Thanks for listening, folks.
God, I still got a lot of work to do tonight. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Talk to you soon.